I am ready. I'm like, perfect. I'll leave it from things I just did. Yeah. And on the roll 20. I should add that. On the roll 20. Oh, my class tomorrow's at 8:30 in the morning. I'm going to die. You don't get to wake up at 1 in the afternoon anymore. I mean, I do. Half of the week. Just not tomorrow. So I gotta change my alarm to be 8:30 a.m. There we go. And then it's 9 o'clock Tuesday, and I get to sleep in until like 6 o'clock on Wednesday, because my class is at 6:30. And then Thursday I can't sleep, and then I have Friday off, so I can sleep in on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Basis fucked up. Alright. So, if you all remember, we left off last session with you going in to the list station. Yippee. All of you please locate your tokens and edit so that the values on them actually are correct. Oh yeah, let me do that. Edward's not at 80, he's at 63. And then HP, he's at what, 4 now? Oh god, 6. What? I'm at 6. There we go.
Hold 10 minutes for my headset to get registered to my headphones. Or to my laptop to read my headphones.
That doesn't matter. Oh god, what did my character sheet say? I'm gonna guess this, but I'm just putting that as a placeholder while I pull my character sheet out. Ready? Roll 20. Actually, let me see my character sheet, please.
My thing is currently loading a loon. It's just taking forever.
That's fine.
But other than that, the camera crew gave me a thumbs up. You're good to go.
Let's go. Take the ambience, set it to an appropriate level for yourself.
Yeah, let's make sure I can actually hear the ambience.
What should we do when the music start acting inappropriate?
Cringe.
Cringe.
New Call of Cthulhu game, Survive Ram Ranch.
No.
True.
Me, Milk, and Bayo recited Ram Ranch to people in the Fortnite lobby.
Yeah, I assume that's why Bayo was fucking sending me the entirety of Ram Ranch.
Yeah, that's why. We introduced Bayo to Ram Ranch, actually, because Bayo didn't know what it was before. And so we were like, it's a song, go listen to it. But yeah, we invited the random to Phil on squads, and we just kept reciting Ram Ranch the entire game. We got third. It was very funny. The poor random.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, that's wrong.
Alrighty. So, I'm assuming we are all ready.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
Mm-hmm.
If you're wondering what this door behind you is, that's the door from where you came from. That's the door there? Station. Technically, yes, but just ignore it.
I don't see a door, but alright.
Pretend there's a door here. There's also a door here.
Base
and a
door?
Here.
Base
Okay.
door?
So, you guys, and those sets of stairs do exist. So,
cool.
You all basically find yourselves in the abandoned, basically, reception room of an old asylum. The floors are dirty, the air is heavy, a layer of dust covers the floor, and you're left to your own devices. What would you like to do?
This place is disgusting.
You don't need to be a detective for that one.
Edward kind of like looks at Bud and then looks back at the rest of it and he goes, "Yes, I'm making a statement. It's disgusting."
And
No.
then,
Disgusting is the alleyway by the racetrack.
and then for there, I was actually about to say a racetrack basement. You can get a lot. You can get away with a lot with hearing the roaring crowds and trampling of horses.
Mm-hmm.
Alune, my Roll20 is still taking fucking forever to load, and I keep refreshing the page.
Ah, fun.
I do not know what's going on my end, but I'm just gonna have Buddy. Can you go ahead and describe the environment of the room we're in, so I can just.
Okay, so you're basically in a Sorry, hold up. I am currently.
Concrete box?
Yeah, I mean, it's not technically concrete. That's just the map I'm using. Sorry, I'm editing something real quick. Okay, so basically, you're in a rectangular room. There's a stairway that goes up. There's a stairway that goes down. There's a reception desk to your right. Behind the desk, there is a door, and there's also a door kind of by the stairs.
Hmm.
There's also a singular chair that sits to your left.
Okay. Buzz is just going to immediately walk over, grab the chair, and then from there, and can you go ahead and describe the environment again? My internet cut out.
There are two sets of stairs. One goes up, one goes down. There's a reception desk with a door behind it, and there's another door that's by the stairs.
Mm-hmm. And we're in the time period where Weird Tales wasn't a thing, huh? Was there any kind of tropey literature?
You actually don't know when this was built.
Got it.
But the architecture actually does not look like it was from the 1900s. It looks older.
Mm-hmm. So, stories around the campfire? I am not in the mood to go downstairs just yet. Skeletons in the closet, so to speak.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Lynn, but we are downstairs.
You're on what you consider to be the first floor.
Okay. Oh,
like I said, there's a stairway down, and that
okay.
looks like it goes into a basement, and a stairway that goes up.
Okay, I did not see that it got darker over there. I'm zoomed too far in. I mean, if we're underground, up means out. Right?
With the shot?
Sure, why not?
Okay, yeah, I need to reset my Roll20. It says gathering steam, but it's been gathering steam for ages.
What browser are you in right now?
Google Chrome.
Reset your cookies. For Roll20. And try again. Anyway, so what I'm hearing is you guys want to go up the stairs.
Yeah, let's go upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
How's the light, by the way?
It's very dark. There's a very soft ambient light that allows you to make out the silhouettes of things, but other than that, it's completely dark.
I just barely noticed your username, your user profile image for Roll20's fucking Albedo.
What?
According to my Roll20...
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a Stolfo.
Oh, Astolfo, yeah, whatever.
Okay,
Amazing.
So you guys go up the stairs, and you find yourself in a second floor landing where the floors, however, they look stable. However, there are some missing boards here and there. The wood is not in great shape. You see a door that leads to your left, a door that leads to your right, and a stairway that appears to lead up into a single room attic.
How do I reset my cookies?
Look it up. I don't want to, Yeah, I know how, but trying to explain it is hell.
Being fussy today.
But yeah, we're trying to get D&D done. Or Call of Cthulhu done.
Alrighty. So, what would you all like to do now?
So the stairs go up?
They go up to what appears to be a singular room.
Take a sip of my drink. Intriguing. Okay. So Edward looks to the other two in the party and goes, so, up to the single spooky scary room, or continue down this hallway to the left. Well, actually, no, it'd be his right. To the right. Thoughts, feelings, concerns?
Let's do it.
No, I'm asking you where you would like to go, up or down the hallway.
You can see 2 doors. There's a door here, and there's a door here.
All right,
They're
which
closed.
spooky door would you like to go in? The one on the left or the one on the right? Or would you like to go up the stairs? I don't feel like making a decision because whenever I do that, something bad happens, and I would rather not do that today. Anymore. I don't want to do that anymore.
Last time I made a decision, I almost died. So, yeah, no.
I can't make any decisions right now because Bud is currently blind, as in I'm still trying to get my damn web browser to work.
There's a door to the left, a door to the right, and the upstairs which leads to one single room.
Fine, I'll open the door to the left.
Alrighty, I will move your token over the wait, that's reveal areas. Okay, I will move Bud over to the door to the left. Alrighty. So, this is about as far as you would be able to see, and then,
Oh boy, danger hallway.
Alrighty, this is what you can see upon peering through the door. So you basically see a long hallway, which, by the way, the ambient light allows you to see around, like, 20 to 30 feet in front of you. Like, 30 feet in front of you, and then after that, you really have to squint. So that's why I'm not revealing everything. So you basically peer through the door, and you see a long hallway that appears to extend into... It appears to open up at its end. I'll just give you real quickly. It appears to extend at its end. You see a, like, opening in the wall that appears to lead into another room, and then you see a door that leads further to the left.
Okay, I'll turn on my flashlight. Okay,
so you turn on your flashlight and you shine it down the hall. Because of that, I will do this. And you basically are able to further see that there is definitely a room at the end of the hall. And the hallway does not go on forever. It does end in that room, that open space.
Okay. Bud is going to start doing like I wouldn't call it like a stealth walk, but it's more like as in a careful walk.
Hey, Luke, can you ping where the doors are real quick?
There's a door here. There's this opening, and then there's where the hallway leads out over here. Yeah, just draw. Right. You can draw on the door. Okay.
Yeah, drawing doors.
Where would you like to go? I'll yeah. I'll draw on the other door for you guys.
Yeah, drawing indoors is very useful, thank you. And then we'll just, real quick, just also this one right here. That is a door.
Yes. Alrighty, there's where the doors are. Okay, so that's what you see.
Wonderful. I love long, dark hallways.
Oh yeah, I need to do a thing. Okay.
Uh-oh.
We're good.
Okay. Cool. Alright.
It's just because the rooms are procedurally generated. They're not all decided ahead of time.
Funky fresh. Alright. Edward is well, since I'm actually on the map, I guess Edward will charge ahead.
Alrighty. I'll say that Bud will follow right behind you.
So he looks at this door, like, to his, what is his right? And to our left, his right, and he goes, that door first?
Let's do it.
Alright. You know what? Fuck it. Edward will open it.
Alrighty.
Very slowly.
Very slowly. Okay. Let me...
The sneaky door.
Okay.
Oh, this is a big room.
I need to make some... I need to grab some tokens.
That is zoom out.
Tokens? Uh-oh.
I need to grab some.
I don't like that.
One.
Kyrie?
No.
Person. People.
Technically, these aren't accurate to what the people are doing. I just need to make tokens that represent people.
Okay.
Uh.
Sorry, my new roommate is upset. My roommate Oliver's obsessed with Kingdom Hearts, or Middom Farts. So, yes. I've been informed.
That doesn't even look like Kyrie. We'll do this one.
As soon as you put her near the door, I almost like fucking I almost just shit myself. Oh my god.
We'll do this one. They don't technically need to be facing the correct directions. I don't really care. And we'll do.
It's fine. They're going to have
They're
to
in a circle.
They're in a circle. That's fine.
Yeah,
they're in a circle and there's one center. Alrighty, now I will describe the room.
Cool.
As you open the door to the room, you hear the soft laughter of children. 3 children, a mixture of boys and girls, dance around a fourth while making scary faces, as if trying to spook the one in the center. Eventually, you hear the fourth yelp in fright, and the children all start laughing. They turn to you with smiling faces, their old, tattered hospital gowns swaying unnaturally in motion. New friends! Can you play with us? Our parents never come to visit anymore.
Edward looks to Bucky, the only child here, and he goes, "We need to make some friends."
Bud is just going to immediately do a 180 and just walk away.
No, I don't need friends. No thanks.
You don't need friends.
Bud does a 180 and he leaves the room.
So Edward like looks at the children and he like does like a very like clear and telegraphed like cartoonish noise as he actually thinks to himself, like as he's like looking at these children. Is there anything like off about them that he can tell?
They don't appear to have any like, you know, they don't appear to have any weapons. They don't appear to be hostile. They look like they actually exist. The only thing that's a little strange is you notice that their hospital gowns that they're wearing, like, you know, the one-piece hospital, you know what they are. They kind of have an unnatural, I guess, lift to them, as if there was a breeze. However, there is no breeze.
So continues as, what kind of games would we play?
Well, we were just playing the circle game. You could join us.
He like lifts his eyebrows in like cartoonish surprise and goes, "Oh, the circle game. What do you play? How do you play?"
So, one of us, or in this case, probably you, we'll let you go first, stands in the center, and we circle around you and try and scare you. And if we do, then the person who scared you is in the center. It's pretty simple.
All right. Sounds interesting. Edward looks down to Bucky and he goes, "Couldn't hurt."
I think it could hurt. It could hurt very much.
Well, I'll go first then. Like that. Edward's being nice to the children.
I'm laughing at I was laughing at Tam's tone of voice of, yes, it could.
Edward's just like, fuck it, sure. So Edward's going to actually step into the room and he goes, "Sure, I'll be in the middle."
Alrighty.
Why not?
Edward in the middle of the children.
Behind, sort of like hiding behind. Okay.
Okay.
Edward kind of gives like a little like playful laugh to wave to Bucky as he is trying to be as entertaining to these children as possible and nice, because Edward for some reason can be that. He can be nice.
Okay, so Edward, as you basically get in the center circle, you know, they all start basically dancing around you, you know, trying to jump scare you, and you know, you're an adult, you're not really scared by their antics. But after a couple seconds, you begin to notice, like, things seem to be getting more and more off. Their smiles seem to be becoming just a bit too wide, their teeth a bit too long, their eyes a bit too sunken, and their faces just begin to warp into these weird, horrid-looking abominations with massive smiles that take up the majority of their faces, teeth the size of, you know, like rabbits' front teeth that continue to grow out of their skulls. Please make me a sanity save.
Yeah, sure. That's horrifying. I knew that this would happen.
The reason I didn't go in the circle.
49 out of what? What is it now?
63.
63.
You succeed. So,
Yay.
though you do kind of like spook a little bit, though you do kind of like cringe back as one of the children looks at you, you don't take any sanity damage. You see all the children, basically their faces slowly return to normal. By the way, Bucky, you don't see any of this. You see all the children just kind of start... You see all the children kind of start laughing as this one, we'll say it's this girl who you ended up like kind of cringing away from, begins laughing.
Yeah.
We got you!
Yeah. Edward, like kind of freaked out. He returns to smiling and he claps and he goes, "Good job! You're very good at this game. I can tell that you've had a lot of practice."
We have. We've been here a while and we don't really have much to do, so we just play games. We also play hide and seek sometimes, but this place can kind of be easy to get lost in, and some things you find here aren't too nice, so normally we don't do that.
I can tell this place seems very big. Well, I'm afraid I must be going. Could you perhaps give us directions around? We've never been here before.
Where to?
Let's see. What do you think is the most interesting place in here? I would like to know how to go there.
I'm gonna roll to see what they think is the most interesting place of all the other random things that can happen. Oh. Well, there's this one room with a bunch of papers in it. It's kind of strange. Sometimes we find really cool things in there, like old stories, and other times we just find weird records. But overall, we spend quite a bit of time in there. We could show you where that is if you want.
Oh, that'd be wonderful. Thank you.
Alrighty. So they basically quickly give you directions, and you learn from the children that the room with all the records in it is, let me just reveal a square in it. This one over here.
That one all the way over there? Cool.
Yes. I'm gonna draw a smiley face in it for no particular reason other than to remember that that's why that's there. Okay.
Cool. Thank you. How long have you all been here for?
You see them kind of think for a second as one of the boys pops up. Well, we don't really know exactly. Our parents, we're pretty sure we've been here for about a year, but I don't know. One day, all the doctors kind of left, and so we've kind of lost track of time since, all the windows are boarded up, and there doesn't seem to be an easy way to get outside.
Well, here. We're trying to go outside. Why don't you all come with us?
You see them kind of think, I mean, we could.
There's so much more fun things to do outside. So many more games to play,
Ooh, like what? You see them all kind of gather around you, very interested.
Have you ever heard of a set of playing cards before?
You see one of the kids all of a sudden, yeah, my dad used to play this game all the time. It was called Packer? No, Poker.
Poker. With a single deck of cards, you can play about 20 different games with it. With just one item, you can play so many different games, or you could even use dice for other games, and they make these new things called board games. You see, they're these little flat discs of cardboard or paper, and you go around in a little circle and go and take turns doing different things. Like there's this new one. Does Monopoly exist yet? I need to look up when
we're gonna
Monopoly
say
is made.
I don't know if Monopoly exists.
The thing called Cthulhu will make you look up. Cthulhu invented.
When was Monopoly created? Oh, I am 14 years off from Monopoly. Unfortunate. That's very close, though.
I'm pretty sure, as someone who knows,
1935.
I'm sure Scrabble exists.
Scrabble?
Yeah, it's a word game.
I know what Scrabble is.
I'm just trying to see what board games were there.
No, Scrabble was created in 1929.
Close enough. We're gonna say Scrabble exists.
Sorry was a thing. Sorry was a thing.
Sorry was a thing? Okay, that works.
Sorry was a thing.
I've never played Sorry, so I can't actually describe it. So we're gonna go with Scrabble. Because
we're gonna say Scrabble exists.
We're gonna play Scrabble. And so Edward kind of goes, all right. So have you ever, you know how to spell, right? Have any of you learned to write or read yet?
You see them kind of nod. You see one of the kids pipe up. I know how to spell the name of our family pet.
Ooh. Wonderful. I'll ask you about that later. However, there's this one game called Scrabble. Now, in Scrabble, what you do is you're given about 7 different letters, and you have to make as many words as you can. Now, each letter is a different amount of points, and you have to be able to have more points than your friends do.
Ooh.
And when you run out of all the letters, is when and whoever has the most amount of points, then you win.
So, like, when we all go around and see how many ants we can squash in a certain amount of time, whoever has the most points or the most amount of ants squashed, they win. So kind of like that?
Kind of like that.
Ooh, you see all of them in unison go, ooh, and you see them kind of like whisper to each other, okay, we'll come with you.
Wonderful. Oh, I should introduce myself. I'm Edward.
Alrighty, all the children give you their names. They don't exactly have names written down.
Understandable.
So, the children all give you their names. They introduce themselves. You know, as children do.
Now, on our way, do tell me, how do you spell your family pet?
You see,
as the kid like walking with them.
Well, you see, I know that she was a dog, so it's D-O-G.
Correct.
And
very good.
Her name was Daisy. That's D-A-I-S-Y.
Perfection. That was very good.
Alrighty, so
I haven't met anyone who spells just as good as you do. I don't think.
Alrighty, so as you're talking with the children, do you like go through the door?
This door?
Yeah, this door.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Okay. So as the children go to follow you through the door, you basically see them slowly fade away, as if they were never there.
I'm guessing I see that part.
You do see that part. And their, their chatter and their conversation about, you basically, as you're walking out, as you spell different words, the minute they all cross the threshold, basically their words and their spelling begins to fade out until all of them just appear to be gone.
Okay. Edward, looks around to see if he get, turns in a circle, realizes they're not there, and he goes, oh, well, I hope you're all still here. I still cannot see you very well, but if you're all still here, that'd be wonderful. We'll leave together.
They're gone.
I'm aware.
No, they just faded away.
I'm aware. They could still be here, though. Things can turn invisible sometimes, Buck. You never know what goes on in here.
Edward does kind of have a point.
I mean, Layla's a floating eyeball right now. We can't judge.
Well, I mean, technically, she's still herself in the garden.
No, I know that. But we can't judge other people's forms because they're different. If people can turn invisible and we can't see them, then we cannot judge them. Edward advocating invisible people rights.
True. Alright.
Right. We should go to the room that they talked about, the one with all the papers.
Yay.
Onwards.
No more creepy children, though.
Well, Edward kind of puts his hands on his hips and frowns at you, Buck, and he goes, "That is incredibly rude to call children creepy. They weren't creepy. They were children. They were playing a game. We cannot judge. Whatever makes people happy in this hellhole."
I call the conductor creepy. He's creepy.
No, he's not.
He glows.
Whatever. You're going to learn manners someday.
Alrighty.
I'm perfectly fine with manners.
Are you? Then how to use a fork?
Oh. Those are things for restaurants.
No, those are things for when you eat food. You eat food with a fork.
You don't need that for a hot dog.
See?
Or pizza.
Yes,
or ice cream.
Or jerky. Jerky's good.
Beef jerky. I basically reach into my back pocket and I pulled out a stick of beef jerky. Here, I hand him one.
Edward pinches the bridge of his nose and he goes, "Oh my god."
I just, you know how when a mouse or a rat has a piece of food, they'll just hold it in their hands and nibble at it?
You're nibbling?
I'm doing that with the jerky.
Are you making a little squeaky noise
Just like walking with this little piece of food in my hand, nibbling on it.
Bucky behind.
I'm the cool parent.
Fuck you. Alright. Edward's gonna open that door.
Okay, so you open the door and you see, like, kind of down here, there appears that the hallway extends down. And you basically see another door. Let me, like, scribble on it.
Just scribble the doors in. Thank you.
There's a door. You see a door there, and you see basically an opening into a room. And as you kind of, like, peer into it, you can, in fact, see all of those papers.
Okay. So, Edward is gonna, like, poke his head into this room.
Alrighty.
The music just made a bad noise. I don't like it.
As you enter this room, much like the children described, you see it's filled with many filing cabinets bursting with dirty and crumpled papers. Tattered records lie all over the floor, many torn up and shredded beyond repair.
Neat. Yeah, Edward steps in.
Alrighty.
Fuck it. Paper. Yeah, so, there's like a desk here thingy.
Yeah. All these things kind of like are representing different filing cabinets, so all these like 3-4 things here.
Okay. Is there anything like any like papers that look like more important than the others, like on top
please
of
roll me
things?
spot hidden.
Sure. What's my spot hidden?
Anything funky.
Anything funky? What is my spot hidden? It is on here somewhere.
Why is it in light mode?
Where the fuck is my spot hidden? I know it's not straight up 25. No, it's not, because mine doesn't work correctly. I had to move it somewhere else. Did I move? I did move it somewhere else. Thank God I found it. I'm just like stupid.
Okay, Alun.
6.
I have completely purged my cookies, my history. I've reset all my passwords. Roll20 is just pulling a funky. Fuck you.
Use a different browser?
I'm currently doing that right now.
Okay.
6 out of 40.
Okay, so as you're kind of looking around, you find what appear to be manifests of the people who stayed at the hospital. You find one of the patients, and then you find one of the staff, which reads the following. Staff manifests. Nurses. Darcy Collier, Franklin Waller, Peregrine Candler, Ramsey Frobisher, and then basically the rest of the ink on that line has faded away. Doctors. Okay. Gerard Chambers, Jonathan Shields, Rutherford Singer, and then once again, the ink and stuff has faded away. However, at the bottom, which stands out because you notice that it is, unlike the rest of the ink, it hasn't faded at all. It reads, Head Doctor, Raymond Russell.
Alright. I wonder if he's still alive. Hopefully not.
You know Raymond is alive.
Oh, we do know Raymond is alive. Uh-oh. He is. Rip.
You've met him.
Rip.
On the train.
Rip. Yeah, he's not doing too great.
My turn for the peeking of the head into the room. It's like, oh, hello.
Bud basically does the same thing too.
Yeah, Edward is like reading the paper and he goes, great.
Another case of disappearing ink?
That's not what I'm concerned about. What I'm concerned about is this. He like points to the bottom of the paper at Raymond's name.
Next to Head Doctor.
That's not a word I know.
Head Doctor?
No, I got that. Oh, it's Raymond!
Yes, Raymond.
Oh.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Edward's gonna put the piece of paper down and he's going to try and ruffle through all the papers to like look at all like the patients.
Alrighty. So you ruffle through and you notice, there's a vast assortment of names there. Like,
cool.
You could tell that, Some of them have, discharge next to them. Some of them appeared to have technically still been there, but, there's probably no record of them. You do manage to locate the children's names on one of the
I was
papers,
about to
or at
say,
least
I
one
want to
or
find
two
the
of them.
children's names.
One or two of them, you do manage to find one or two of the children's names.
Cool.
Et cetera, et cetera.
Cool.
You also find the name of the child. You also find Francis's name.
I was about to ask, like, where's Francis?
Where's Francis? I forgot who was Francis.
The kid who became the conductor.
Ah, right, cool. What does it say under there?
It does not say anything. It doesn't have any notes whether he was discharged. You do see a couple where are labeled as died in care, which concerning, but his doesn't have that next to it either.
Can Bud give it a look?
Yeah. So what are you looking for exactly?
Let's see. I'm gonna try to look for if there's like let's see. What's on the paper again? I was able to finally get Microsoft Edge to work. Get me to make Roll20 work now.
Alrighty, cool. So basically, you're in a room full of like records.
Mm-hmm.
Manifest, and not only just records, but also like random stories and poems and all sorts of stuff. Basically, just a room filled with a bunch of typed documents.
Okay, I'm basically gonna look for maybe a file that include the kind of procedures they did here.
Okay, so you do manage to look through one of the cabinets, and you do manage to find, kind of near where Edward found, the patient manifest, you manage to find some treatment records. And you see some things that are labeled as, like, speech therapy, different types of medicine that were used. You do find some worrying things, such as
Lobotomy.
Lobotomy. Thank you, I could not speak.
But as this happens,
electroshock therapy.
As that happens, like I'm pretty sure that's like Bucky. Read that, and then Bud goes lobotomy.
Yep.
You're getting close. So we'll definitely read you some books. So we'll definitely try to get you a couple of books. Anyways, by that I mean we rob a library. So
we're not going to rob a library. The books are already free.
That makes it even better.
No.
Anyways, Bud is going to.
Libraries are good places to sleep.
I signed up for this. I said yes to this.
And then there, Bud is going to. Any of them like is one of them the fabled female hysteria as well? Like, is that like a condition here as well?
Yep, that is a condition. You see stuff,
Mm-hmm.
You see, like, basically a bunch of old-timey labels and stuff for mental disorders, and you do actually manage to find a couple that have dates on them. You see that this place appears to have been open in around the 1850s.
Okay, 1850s.
To 1860s.
Intriguing. Okay, the reason why I'm doing that is, since it's pretty clear now that the conductor is going through some kind of, is basically manifesting its trauma here. What I'm gonna try to do here is gauge what kind of like manifestations of trauma we might expect. So, yeah. Bad mojo is going to be the rooms marked for like therapy, the places where surgeries were done, and the very moment we find lobotomization equipment, we'll just leave that alone. I like that the music got way more ominous the very moment I said that. Anyways, Bud is going to go like, maybe that's everything we can find here. Bud's going to go to this door.
Ready. Let me do a roll.
Can I, like, walk further into the room and pick up a random piece of paper and just, like, look at it?
Yeah, so you pick up a random piece of paper, and this one appears to be a record of spending for new medical equipment. You see an alarming amount of syringes, bandages. Basically, you find a record, like, basically a tax record.
Wait. Dad? Edward? Again.
5,000 ping.
I'm back. Sorry, I had to go for a second. I had to Bailey need to borrow some of my snack foods.
Okay.
I'm back.
Dad?
Hmm?
Why are the letters wiggly?
What? Edward goes over to, like, see what Bucky's looking at.
You find a document written in cursive.
No. Like wiggly, like moving on the page.
Oh.
Does Edward see that's moving on the page? Or is
No.
it, like, just straight cursive? Yeah, Edward looks at it, and he goes, that's just cursive.
I know it's the fancy writing. Why is it moving? Like the letters keep moving around. They're switching up and stuff.
Well, that's not happening for me. What does the paper say, Elune?
It says the same thing that I told Tam it says. It's a tax record for a bunch of medical equipment.
He, like, picks it up and he goes, this is just some tax records. What medical equipment in specific?
Bandages, gauze, tourniquets, an alarming amount of medicinal, like, drug needles.
Amazing.
You know, some stuff for, like, like tongue depressors, that kind of stuff.
Carolyn,
Okay.
I gave you the reasoning.
I see that, but that's not how that works.
Is he dyslexic?
Yeah, that's what Tam said, but that's not how dyslexia works at all.
I know. I thought I was dyslexic for a while, but I don't know. I'm not Lindsay.
That's not how dyslexia works. My mom has dyslexia. How it works is you read things incorrectly. Your brain doesn't move letters. It reads things differently and incorrectly. It basically confuses things for other things.
Kind of like how I read angel as angle and the other way around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, basically that. I'm trying to do that.
Edward kind of, like, puts the paper down and looks at Bucky and he goes, we might need to get your eyes checked. You might need glasses.
I can see perfectly fine.
Clearly you can't.
I can see you, and I can see the other side of the room, and it's not blurry at all. I can see fine.
When was dyslexia actually, like, found out?
It's been around. It was just when was
okay, dyslexia was discovered in 1877.
Yeah.
But
so you
Edward,
would know about it.
Edward would know about it, but he's not, like, a doctor, so
he went to school for psychology.
He went to school for psychology, but that doesn't mean he knows any psychology.
Fair enough.
His psychology score is 10, the average. Edward does not know. So Edward kind of just goes, well, get that checked out.
I can see just fine. It's the words that are being weird.
Okay, so Edward's stupid, and I don't want to just have him go, oh, it's dyslexia, because that would defeat the whole purpose. So can I roll, I guess, to see if Edward actually has a brain cell?
Yeah, roll against. I'm not gonna have you roll psychology. I'm gonna have you roll against your education.
My education, okay. My education is a 50. So let's find out. Oh, 8.
You remember. You slept through a lot of your classes in college, don't get me wrong, but you do remember one that talked about dyslexia, and you kind of think, you don't remember the exact criteria, but given what Bucky is saying, it kind of, like, the thought crosses your mind.
Cool. Edward kind of goes, you might be dyslexic.
Hey.
Dyslexic?
You know, if you say the same word twice, that does not tell me what you're saying.
Here, I'll tell you a third time. You're dyslexic. It means you don't read words very well. You're bad at reading.
I can read.
Can you?
I memorize what the words look like.
That's not what that's implying. It means he lifts up the paper again. Read it. He like slapped it down on the table, and he points at it. Read the paper. Read it out loud.
Balloon.
Hmm?
Can I have a piece of paper, or like, can I have a thing so you know what it's supposed to say?
Sure. I'll just write you something in DMs.
Thank you. Because I can't really just sort of, yeah. Yeah, but I was basing it off of I read a book called Fish in a Tree for school a while ago, and it was saying like obviously the author was probably not dyslexic because the girl literally saw the words wiggle, like letters move around and stuff. So I'm like, oh. It doesn't have to be in depth. It just like
I know.
yeah.
There you go.
To be or not to be.
We'll say that's what it says.
Okay. Well, I mean, there's the numbers there. I can read those. It's 67 and 88. Wait. Huh?
Skid, I'll send you exactly what I sent now. Here you go.
Cool.
And that one is 85.
He's just sitting there with like his like elbow, like leaning his head against his elbow on the table, and he like points at the top line. He goes, "What else does it say after the numbers?"
Rolls of packages. And he's very confident in his answer.
You hear Edward snort very loudly, and he goes. He like looks you Bucky dead in the eyes, and he goes, "We'll get that checked out later."
Package.
Bandages.
No.
Yes.
Yep.
Bandages. Bandages.
Gentlemen, can we have the spelling bee contest later?
That's not what we're doing, bud. Bucky
you
is
stay
trying
there
to
and
convince me
spelling.
that he's not dyslexic. Yes, Bucky's dyslexic.
Huh? So,
Again, you're not telling me what that means.
I think
Edward
you need
puts his head in his hands.
I think you need a cream for that.
No. I'm the only one here with a college education.
No, I have one too, but
Do you really now?
Huh?
It doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, it's called having a sense of humor.
I'm getting a new
Stop,
family.
he's being weird.
I'm getting a new
He's
family.
being-
He leaves the room. I'm getting a new family.
I'm going north.
Edward
will do the same.
So, Bud, as you kind of peer into this room, you see it's mostly empty. However, you see like two wooden benches that run along like the walls of the rooms.
Hmm.
And a couple of them appear to have like, discarded coat, like jackets on them, and random clothing items such as socks.
I closed the door because there are running benches. That's not normal.
Okay. Edward's gonna open back up the room, and I hate the vibe that this room has. So he's gonna look up and like see if there's any like holes in the ceiling or the walls, or if there is just benches in here.
Okay, so you kind of look up and you kind of narrow your eyes and you see hold up.
This is a fucking gas chamber.
You see basically like spider webs that cover the entire ceiling. And you see like a couple of spiders basically skittering along them.
Yeah, I closed the door again.
Oh yeah, before we back into the room, you heard a little click.
Did I happen to see any of the spiders?
Edward looks
Are you looking up at the ceiling of the room?
No.
Then no.
Good.
Edward looks back to Bud and he goes, "What are you doing?"
Knocking the door.
Okay.
That good room?
Anyway,
Moving on.
me having to look up what dyslexia is because Edward's smarter than I am. I know what it is, but I need to know the specifics.
So Bud's just gonna start walking this way. So giant
way.
spoders.
They're not giant, they're just like
They're normal
regular sized
size.
spiders. There's just like too many of them.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to find out. I don't want to find out there's like a corpse wrapped inside the spoder webs.
So as we're walking, Edward turns to Buck and he goes, "All right, so dyslexia is a learning disability. It means you're bad at reading, and you can't spell things correctly. You know how to read, that's not the problem. You know how to read, it means you have trouble reading things correctly.
Well,
like bandages.
Your brain just works at a higher, just works at a different level compared to everybody else.
It was never good at tests.
That's not at all what I am implying. You are just as smart as everyone else. It just means that your brain kind of switches around letters in words, makes it harder for you to read them. We'll get you actually checked out for everything, including rabies, when we get back.
Does that mean to go to the doctor?
Yes.
I don't like the doctor.
Too bad.
No.
Yes.
Well, I do know I know a back alley pediatrician.
We are not going to a back alley pediatrician. We are going to take him to a normal pediatrician and doctor. Or psychologist.
No.
I'm not qualified for it.
No. This doctor knows how to help stitch people up, especially for the child knife fights.
We do not have to stitch him up. He is perfectly intact.
Anyways, Bud is gonna open up the door and check the next room.
I'm the only one with a brain cell.
So first of all, I'll reveal over here, and then after that.
Oh, I love my spur of the moment decisions.
Would you? Alrighty, I'm gonna roll to see if this room has any of the potential events.
Any more children in it? Friends?
No more children.
More
friends that Edward can. More
friends? No friends.
Aww,
Okay, so
no friends, man.
Bud, as you kind of look into this room, you see this like bench-looking thing here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hold up, I'm scrolling. Give me a second. Okay. So in this room, you see that pretend that that bench is a hospital bed, and you see that there are a myriad of restraints that kind of lay around it, as if they could be used with it. A frayed and deteriorating cord comes from a device that lays beside the bed and sits unplugged next to a damaged outlet. The entire room seems to radiate a thick aura of fear, its presence seemingly screaming in lingering agony.
Do I recognize the room from my vision?
Yes. It's that room. It's definitely that room.
Edward...
You know, the one you woke up in?
No.
A more dilapidated version of that room, but that room nonetheless.
Edward pokes his head out and he goes, "Wow, this room is so incredibly inviting."
I'm gonna grab both of them by, like, whatever piece of clothing is closest to me, whether that be a sleeve or, like, the back of a jacket, and just yank backwards. Like, no.
Just stands there looking down at Bucky. No?
What's going on?
Is there something wrong with the room?
Not okay.
Well, yes, it's radiating fear and disgust.
That's where I woke up when I was Francis.
Ah, right. Wonderful.
Not okay.
Understood.
What happened in there?
Elin, is there something else down here?
Yeah, there's an opening down here.
What happened to you in there again?
It's a shock therapy chair. Bucky woke up in Francis' body, coming out of being electrocuted.
Hmm.
I was on a table.
Mm-hmm. Table bed.
Yeah,
Table int.
table end.
Surgery table?
Surgery
I
table.
was.
Yeah.
I had one of those weird jackets with like the.
Straight jacket.
There you go. And tied up, and they tried to talk to me. I couldn't talk. That was really frustrating. They wouldn't understand what I was saying. Um, and then they tried to give me pills, and I tried to get away and fell off the table. It was not fun. Not okay. Don't go.
Fair enough. I closed the
Understood.
door.
How do you close the door?
Yep.
The D&D urge to explore every single room.
The D&D urge to explore every single room is rivaling the Call of Cthulhu urge to no touchy.
Yeah, dude, that is also a D&D thing. But if you know anything about me, is that I touch everything, even if I'm not supposed to, like the vampire spawn and the bell.
Hmm?
Yep, I touch everything. I will not this time though. This time.
Alrighty.
I will play with everything else though, like they're my little toys, and if Edward dies for it, oh well.
Alrighty. So, where would you guys like to go next?
There's a hallway right here, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
alright.
turn around away from the door
Sure.
and walk.
Hallway.
Okay. Let me scribble on some doors real quick.
There's one of them right there. Yeah.
Door.
That too.
There's a box.
Cool. What's at the end of this hallway? Or like here?
Oh, did I not reveal that?
No, you did.
Box.
There's a box.
There's a box. Oh yeah, right, the box. That actually does have a meaning. So basically, as you look around this door, you see like a box. It's a box. It has
Is
a
it the
drawer.
box from Five Nights at Freddy's?
No, it's like a cupboard and it has a couple of drawers in it.
I'm gonna touch it. Edward's gonna be the one to go over to the box, and he's going. Is it like tall or like how tall is it?
Yeah, it's like
does he have to
tall and
lean-
skinny. It's like about 3 feet tall and it's fairly skinny.
Okay,
Can
so
I
Edward.
can I sit on top of it?
You jump on top of it. You're now sitting on the box.
Edward is going to kind of like lean down to open one of the drawers.
Okay, so as you open it, you
Only
see
bad things can happen from here.
you see in it a couple of like, you know, basically well organized sets of tools that look like, I'm putting this in roleplay, these.
Oh, let's see. Oh,
Oh,
horrifying, horrifying. I know what those are. I don't like that. I don't like
Edward,
that
you
at
know,
all.
Edward would know in context what those are too.
What
Cool.
are those?
Great. Awesome.
Stabbies.
Is that in roleplay?
Yeah, it's in
Yeah.
roleplay.
Awesome. Cool. Great.
It's a
Love it.
hammer and a giant stabby.
It's a hammer and a effectively an ice pick. Yes.
Yeah, those. Great.
Oh yeah, that's,
Edward.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's where they use the brain
Edward-
people.
Yep.
Yeah. Edward opens it, looks inside, closes it. Is that the only drawer on it? Like, is there one single
There's another
drawer?
one.
Let's go for it. Let's open the other one.
Okay, so you open the other drawer, and inside you see a bunch of used syringes.
Edward closes that one too, and he stands up and he goes, "Great, wonderful, let's go."
Now a lot of stabby things.
Yes, stabby things that you don't need to know the uses of.
You see, with that thing over there,
I
what
know
it,
what a syringe does.
No,
so
no.
but that thing over there is that what
Stop! Don't explain it to him.
and then from
He doesn't even know how people procreate. He doesn't need to know what that does.
and then from there is and then what happens is that you take the needle
No.
and then you just basically stab it in your face somewhere and to hit the part of the brain. It's meant to.
I know what a syringe
Technically,
does.
Mhm.
it's in through the bone right below your eye.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm.
Awesome.
No.
Because it's the shallowest bone. It's the weakest bone in the skull.
Out of game.
Yeah, it's great.
When a mommy entity and a
And-
daddy entity love each other very, very much.
Alrighty. What do you guys like to do now?
I open up this door.
Okay,
Door.
you open up that door. Cool. So you open up the door, and inside you see another room. This room appears to have a dilapidated chair, and then a
Box.
pretend this is a bed. It's not a box.
Oh.
Pretend it's a bed.
I check the ceiling.
Okay, so you look up, and in this room on the ceiling, you see.
Tile.
Hold up. I have a table for random things that you can see if you look up. So you look
Of
up
course
and
you
you
do.
basically see on the ceiling like splatters of blood.
Cool. Bud is just going to close the door and lock it.
So we're not going to continue to explore this entire place. We're not even going to keep trying to find a way out or anything. We're just going to leave it all be, lock all the doors.
Yeah. Anyways, Bud starts
Wonderful.
walking down the end of the hall.
Which end?
Door.
There's
Door.
another door.
Okay.
Door.
So
Door time.
this there. Okay. So you open this door and I'm gonna roll because I actually didn't roll to see if anything was in this room before. I'm gonna roll and see if something is in this room. Oh, so there is something in this room.
Children? Friends?
Yippee.
There are no children in this room.
It's been a while since we've
You
seen
didn't
a
say
vending
there's no friends in this room.
Been a while since we've seen a vending machine.
I mean, there was one. Just Edward rolled the one roll that ended up killing you. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Friends?
Hold up. I'm finding which one this is.
Edward
As you
makes
enter this
some
room,
friends.
you see a small, old-fashioned music box laying in its center. The box is a collection of drawings and writings beside it that all depict drawings of a three-person family in varying degrees of quality.
That's it?
Bud blows it off the music box and he begins to wind it.
Oh, we have to go
Okay.
into the room first.
Yeah, the music box is like here.
Okay. Edward's going to look at the drawings and go, "Ooh, very nice craftsmanship."
Yeah, some of them, you can tell that these are probably made over like a period of someone's life. You know, so they start off pretty chicken scratchy, like childlike drawings, and then later progress to be more stylized and look a lot more, you know, realistic. And they all depict the exact same thing.
Ugh.
A young, messy, black-haired boy, a woman with long, straight, blonde hair in a fancy dress, and a slightly chubbier man with short, well-kept black hair who wears a suit.
Yeah. Still, like, looks at all of them and, like, compliments them all the same.
Alrighty. Let me grab the music for Bud winding the music box.
Every single time I hear a music box, I can only think of one singular song, and now it makes me scared.
That's not creepy at all.
There you go.
It's the Russian song.
Bleat.
Hey, we've heard
It's
this
wolf-
theme before.
Yeah,
Song.
Out of context, you guys have technically heard this melody before. All of you in context heard this exact same song being softly hummed in the background when you met Raymond. You'd know that in character.
Hmm.
This is Raymond's song.
No, it's the song that Raymond heard.
Sang.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I inspect the box to see if there's like anything inside of it, or like a key, a compartment.
Okay, I did post a picture of what the inside of the music box and what the music box in general looks like in roleplay. I specifically didn't want the embed there. I'm just gonna remove it. Okay.
Is there a note?
Yes, there is a note. It reads, "To my beloved son," penned in cursive handwriting.
Do they? And then from there, Bud's gonna go. Wait. Do you still have that piece of paper from earlier with the cursive?
No.
Do you have it, Bucky?
It was a tax
You
report.
mean the one with the numbers?
Yeah.
No.
But it didn't have anything really particularly valuable on it. It was just a tax report.
And then from there he goes, I want to see if the handwriting matches.
I'll go get
Well,
it.
Edward saw it. No.
Yeah, can Edward tell if it's the same?
It is not.
Edward like looks closer and he goes, "It's different.
Nah, worth a shot.
This one actually connects. This type of handwriting doesn't add the dot on top of the I. The other one did."
Well, at least you tried. Does anything happen in the area as the song goes off? Or
You
the music?
You do kind of feel like, you know, you're in presumably underground recreation of this place. You do feel a slight breeze that passes through the area that seems to come from absolutely nowhere.
A breeze comes from nowhere.
The song stopped right as you said that.
Is the box new? Is it old? Is there dust?
It appears to be worn from age, however, very well taken care of. And as you kind of cranked it, you could tell that it's probably been used many, many times.
So Bud is just going to respectfully put the box back where it was.
Alrighty.
Alright, where do I go now?
I should probably actually reveal that there's a door here, huh?
Door.
Yes, door. There.
Cool.
There's also a door here, but, like... Alrighty. There you go.
Coolio, door up and then door to the left. Edward's gonna open this one.
Okay. We just... Zoop.
Friends.
Zoop. Let me roll to see if you find any friend.
And I.
Okay, so as you open this door, Edward, I need a token. Hold up.
Oh.
Yippee!
I need a person. Once again, this is not accurate. I'm just using this as a token to, you know, represent that there's someone here. So,
Valid.
as you look in this room, you see basically a bunch of old, you know, pretty dilapidated beds with metal framing and old kind of decaying mattresses on top of them. Each one has a very clinical, basically, cabinet beside it where people could store their belongings. On one of the beds, you see a man who's basically sitting, and repeatedly basically using, you know how you, like, you know, you'll do yo-yo tricks?
Yeah.
Very sloppily doing that while giggling softly to himself.
Okay,
He doesn't appear to notice you.
How old is this man?
He appears to be in his mid to late 30s.
Oh, this dude's older than me. Edward doesn't know how to interact with people older than him. Joke. Edward, as he steps into the room, is going to telegraph his footsteps, so he's going to make them very noticeable and loud. Not like stomping, but like in a way where he puts his heel down first and then he puts the rest of his foot down, so it makes a clear noise as he steps in.
Okay, so as you see him kind of like look up towards you, as you kind of approach, and you see he kind of like stares at you blankly, still like, you know, basically repeatedly playing with the yo-yo. Please roll me. Let me check my skill list here. Hold up. Please, anyone who looks at the guy, please roll me medicine.
Medicine. Okay. My medicine is a 21.
Wait, medicine. That's the one we
Medicine.
specifically didn't roll for because we all have a 1 in it.
What the fuck? 4 out of
Damn.
21.
Let me
All
guess.
my good rolls are going to be used up now, and I'm going to be
I'm not
rolling like
surprised.
90s for the rest of the game. Knock on wood. Actually, that's not wood. That is.
15.
15, okay.
4 out of 21, by
Edward.
the way. Yeah.
As you're kind of looking at him, you notice that underneath his specifically left eye, when you look at him right, but his left, you notice he has a very noticeable scar and deformity in his face.
Lovely.
You also notice, kind of the way he's looking at you, you learned about lobotomy. From the way this man is acting, from the scar and the deformity of that part of his face, he probably received one.
Oh.
Great.
Oh.
Awesome. Edward kind of like smiles, like genuinely smiles, and goes, "You're very good at yo-yo tricks, you know."
You see him kind of give you like a very kind of, I wouldn't say ecstatic, but like almost overly enthusiastic nod as he basically continues doing it. It seems like he's almost not thinking about doing what he's doing as he's doing it. And you see him just kind of like continue to giggle almost like a child.
He's going to step only a little bit closer, and he goes, "Could you show me some of your tricks?"
You see him kind of nod, and you see him do a couple. You can tell that probably because of how much he's practiced, even with, the kind of fucked up motor skills that this would have given him. He genuinely can do quite a few. The one where you the quote unquote walk the dog, where you basically can move around. He does like a couple tricks like that. He's able to he's able to do quite a few tricks, and he kind of like basically catches it in his hand and kind of smiles at you.
Edward smiles back as he like claps. He goes, "You're very, very good at that."
The rest of you, by the way, because Edward hasn't shared it, do not know why he is acting like strangely like this.
So Edward continues to step closer, and he goes, "Well, it's very nice to meet you. My name is Edward. Do you have a name?"
You see him kind of nod. Uh-huh. Frank.
"Nice to meet you, Frank. How long have you been in here for?"
You see him like kind of think, and kind of like tilt his head to the side. A long time. Kinda lost track.
Would you like to leave?
You see him kind of nod. Yeah.
All right. He gets like close enough to the bed, and he will offer his hand out to Frank. "Well, there's 3 of us here, and we're trying to find a way out, along with a couple children. You can come with."
Alrighty. He basically kind of nods and basically like takes your hand and stands up.
"Do you need any help walking to the door? Can you do it by yourself?"
You see him kind of nod. I should be good on my own.
Alrighty. Would you like me to keep holding your hand, or are you fine by yourself?
You see him kind of like squeeze your hand, as if like that's it. It gives you enough of an answer. Like you can assume he means that he wants to keep holding your hand.
Alrighty. Let's get going. There's so many wonderful things outside. They've made a lot more new kinds of yo-yos in the past few years.
You see his eyes kind of light up a little bit at that. And you see him
They've
kind of
also
nod.
invented a couple new tricks from what I've heard. So once we get out there, I'm sure you can master all of them.
Alrighty, so you see the man kind of nod. I'd like that.
There's so many nice things outside. You'll love it. As Edward holds his hand and walks with him to the door.
So once again, the minute you cross the threshold of the door, you see the man, his hand kind of, you feel the touch kind of grow weaker and weaker until the man fades away, leaving only the yo-yo that he was playing with behind that kind of hits the floor and kind of rolls a little ways away.
Edward is going to bend down and pick it up, and he's going to say to nothing, "I'll hold on to this for you, all right, Frank?
Alrighty.
I'll keep it safe for you." And he's going to put it in one of his front pockets of his jacket.
Alrighty.
Edward out here making friends.
He's making so many friends.
Edward's making so many friends. It's so great. He retained like 5 things from going to college. How to talk to people correctly is one of them. Methinks. He knows how to be friendly.
Like a guard dog.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
Where would you like to go?
Well, there's this door right here.
That there is.
Let's go to that one.
Alrighty.
Pop, you coming?
Yeah, I'm currently having to respond to an emergency email.
Ooh, fun. Take your time, Will.
Yeah,
Maybe
I'm
Edward.
just like
So
trying to get us all together.
you open this door, and you see basically as you enter this room, it's fairly empty. However, I'm gonna make a square to represent.
Okay, I got it taken care of. Luckily,
cool.
okay, so slight confusion. A client had to go to the hospital. They think about that too. It's not my client. I was freaking out. It was a different one. Turns out there is a new hire, and his last name is Hernandez. So Henderson. So I was freaking out for like the past 15 minutes, thinking like one of my clients was in danger or was in trouble.
Oh,
so,
damn, yeah.
Anyways, I'm back now. I'm completely back.
Welcome back. Okay, yeah, no worries.
That's
man.
why I got really
great.
quiet for like the past 20, 25-ish minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Alright.
as you enter where that box is, Skid, you basically see you see a hole in the floor, but as you kind of look down, you don't really see much as you're kind of looking towards it. You feel like you have to get closer to look at what's down there.
What's up?
I don't do that.
What's going on?
There's a hole
in the floor where that red square is.
Pink.
Big square or little square?
Big square.
The little square is the
little square's the music box, yeah.
In
big square is a hole in the floor.
Is that place does it look entrapped? It's just kind
of there. It's chilling. It's having a good time.
It's just a hole being happy it's a hole?
Yeah, it's just like a bunch of broken boards that create a hole.
You
also see 2 cabinets around here.
Okay. Let's see.
I'm gonna pick up a rock and throw it down the hole.
Okay. You take a small pebble you find on the floor, throw it down, wait for a couple seconds. You don't hear anything.
Horrifying.
You hear it hitting the ground. Nothing. But you do hear a soft, breathing noise kind of emanate around you as you do so.
The one to do the thing, and he's going to step slightly closer, not enough to get he's going to stay a good 5 feet from the hole, and he's going to
as he's doing that, Bud is getting closer to the door.
Okay.
Okay.
Edward kind of goes, "Is there anyone down there? Do you need any help?"
You don't hear anything, any response.
Just breathing?
Bucky.
Yes?
Get out of the room.
Get out of the room? Why?
Now's not the time. Get out of the room. Bud is going to just open the door, and then he is just going to just lightly and carefully exit the room. While holding the door, he is going to go, Edward.
Glances at Bud.
Let's go.
Right. He's just gonna yoink, leave.
Alrighty, you go away from the weird hole in the ground. Or the floor.
Close the door. I take one of my little short bits of rope, and I just tie a knot around the door.
Alrighty, you do notice that there is another opening that's over here, but this one doesn't have a door.
There's a gap.
Doesn't matter.
Edward kind of looks at Bud and he goes, "Is there a problem?"
Just got a feeling.
The breathing doesn't get quieter as you leave the room.
So, just a thought.
Just a thought.
Yeah.
As you kind of are standing there, kind of talking, you hear a strange, distorted wail kind of echo through the hallways.
Cling. I'm gonna huddle.
Don't mind me checking the map to see if there's anything spawned on it. Also, you might want to remove Frank's token.
Oh yeah, he's kind of gone.
Yeah, he's kind of gone. He made friends with Edward, which means he disappeared.
So as you guys are kind of spooking, you all hear the kind of distorted voice of a child whisper in your ear. 1. You hear a heavy wind basically whistle through the hallways, and the lights flicker out. The dim light just kind of flickers out, and then comes back on.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
What does that mean?
3. Every time something bad happens, it's been an account of 3.
And then breathe.
That's it.
What was the rhyme again?
1, 2, don't get to 3. If you do, just don't breathe. Breathe. I'll pin it, actually, because it's referenced so often. I'll pin that rhyme. Okay, it's the only pinned message in roleplay now, so if you need to reference it, just look at the pins.
Alright, cool. Fuck.
There's 3 trains. The conductor has 3 little spiky arms. The lights flickered out 3 times before he came. Everything's an account of 3.
And 3 schmucks.
Opinion.
Yes.
Well, there's more than just 3 here now, because obviously Frank and the other kids are here. Hopefully.
I don't think so.
Okay.
We're on our first train.
Can we still hear the breathing?
The breathing at this point has slowly faded away.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. You see Edward kind of think, we have the upstairs, then the downstairs. The basement and the attic.
You also have the first floor that you guys completely ignored.
That too.
Yeah, let's go check out the first floor. Why not?
Which stairway do you go down? Because all the stairways except for this one lead back down to the first floor.
Bucky, you decide which stairway.
I couldn't see. I was zoomed in. Which one doesn't sometimes?
The one that I said goes up to the attic.
There's 3. The one that we came from to come up here, and then one in the kids' room, one in Frank's room.
Yeah. And then the one that goes to the
over
attic.
here.
That one goes to the attic.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I was zoomed in when you said that, so I didn't see which one you were thinking.
Yeah, there's that one,
yeah,
and this one.
Mm-hmm.
Frank's room, kids' room, and then the one from the room that we arrived in.
Pop.
Yeah?
Rope.
Sure.
He's gonna take one end of the rope and I mean he's not good at knots, but he knows a few. And tie the end around his wrist. Like not his wrist, but like a good part of his arm so that he can still move around and still be attached to this thing. And then he's gonna like go a couple feet down the rope, probably like 8, and loop it around Edward's arm, tie the same knot, and then hand the rest to Bud. There.
Safety hazard if we have to run from anything, you know.
But we won't lose each other if the lights.
We won't lose each other, but we'll die together.
And no more scary
Sure,
holes.
Bud has a flashlight.
Yeah.
True.
Then we can flash down this dark, scary hole.
Anyway, let's do this stairway.
Alrighty. Welcome back down to the first floor. I'm gonna move you all down the stairs. Here you are. You're back here.
We're all now connected together, which is a safety hazard, but oh well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're all gonna die together.
You're fully capable of untying yourself.
Also, let me just...
Fuck would Edward say no to his child? He will judge his child, but he won't do anything about it.
There you go. Those are the doors.
The doors.
Door.
The whore. Remember I thought you said whores.
The whores. This one.
That one.
More friends time.
Or
We out here making friends.
Wasn't no friends scary in hallways.
Oh man.
There are no friends in this hallway.
Sag.
BRB.
Alrighty.
Okay. What room should we go in? Up? Or, not up? Up or not up?
Straight.
Straight? Great. This one then. Friend time. Can I make some friends? More friends. I love making friends.
Oh.
Wait, I actually hid areas instead of revealed areas. Oopsie.
Oopsie poopsie.
Wait, why isn't it revealing?
You covered up more space.
It's not revealing for some reason. Okay, there we go.
Are there any friends in here?
That's what I need to roll to check, Skid.
Yeah, roll to check. Do we get to make any friends today?
And do you? I don't know.
Do I?
So you do.
Yay!
I'm ready. Let me get another token.
More friends! Yippee! It's friend time. Gollum?
Oh.
Not fucking Gollum, it's a guy. He's
Looks like an elf.
Shut up! Token I found! Okay. As you enter this room, you hear the sounds of a man softly weeping. You see a man sitting on the edge of a table near the edge of the room, rocking back and forth as if insane. He mutters gibberish to himself in between choked sobs, grabbing at his surgical scrubs aggressively as if in distress. The man does not appear to notice you.
Once again, as Edward enters the room, he's going to do the same thing he did before. He's going to telegraph his footsteps. Or specifically his singular footstep as he enters the room.
Bonk! He does not respond.
Alright. Edward is going to take another step, go a little bit closer, and he's going to go, oh, you're right back there.
You just hear more sobbing noises.
Alright, Edward will get closer. A little bit closer, and he's gonna go, is there anything that you need?
So you once again, basically, you just see him, you basically just see him keep rocking, and you as you come in, as you get closer, you can't kind of make out, the stream of gibberish is the best way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
You basically hear him muttering, I don't want to be here. Why am I still here? Why am I here? Why is he here? Why? Just basically questioning everything.
Okay. How old does he look?
He looks to be fresh out of med school, so around 25, 26. Yes?
Oh, so he's like Edward's age.
Dinner will be in about 30 minutes. I'll bring it into you.
Thank you, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Skid says hi! My mom says hi back.
Yippee. Edward takes another step closer and he puts his hand gently on the table, still far enough away, and he goes, hello. Do you want to get out of here?
As you say that, hold on. Give me a second. Give me just one of them. I'll need one of them, I swear.
Fear.
Oh.
Alright, I'm back. Who's anyone die yet?
Nope.
No. Something's happening though.
Something's
there's a
happening.
dude-
I'm currently looking for
Yeah, this dude
currently
wants to leave,
paging through music.
and he's kind of a little bit insane. And Edward just kind of just went, "Would you like to leave?"
Oh.
And then Aloon's doing a thing.
Ooh, spooky.
Alrighty.
Changing the music.
So, as you basically say that, you see his head whip towards you, and you basically see his form begin to just slowly warp and deteriorate until he basically becomes like a weird, almost, his skin appears stretched over his features and pale. His surgical scrubs seem to tatter as he just lets out a manic scream.
Nope.
Everybody,
Nope.
I'm going to put turn order
Nope.
up. No, you may not move.
No.
Back to where you were.
Nope. Fuck.
Wait, who provoked them?
Edward.
Edward said, "Would you like to leave?"
Oh shit, yeah, that's not the great question you should ever ask in this game.
Alrighty, what's everyone's dexterity?
40.
My dexterity is 50.
Bud?
40.
Okay.
Yippee.
Alrighty, Bucky, you're up first.
Yeah. So, this is one of the times I don't like that my dexterity's high.
I'm gonna post a picture of effectively what this guy turns into.
Please do. I want context. Is this gonna be in roleplay or?
Yes, it's gonna be in roleplay.
Okay.
Ignoring the disembodied arm, this is what he turns into.
Oh.
Great.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. So. That.
Oh yeah, all of you make me a sanity save for seeing this thing.
I was about to say,
Right as combat starts, just do that for me, please.
75 out of 66. I fail.
You do.
I don't.
I don't.
No, you don't!
I don't.
I force it.
Alright.
Can you force sanity saves?
You're technically not supposed to be able to, but since I've allowed it previously in this game, I'm going to allow it until the next game. You also can't force combat rolls, for the record.
Okay.
I will be enforcing that.
I'm
Alrighty, you
not
succeed.
gonna push it. I don't want to fucking fail.
Bucky and Bud, you're okay.
Got it.
Yeah.
You lose no sanity.
Except Edward. How much sanity do I lose?
You lose 4 sanity.
Ouch.
Upon
I'm
seeing
at
this guy
59.
just basically warp into that thing in front of you.
Great.
Anyway, Bucky, now you're up.
Yeah, so that connecty thing that we have in between us, I'm gonna grab that and use it to pull Edward along with me as I bolt.
Edward, please make me a dexterity save to stay on your feet. Bucky,
Sure.
please roll me a strength check to be able to pull Edward.
What am I gonna
fuck, that
do
is
here?
just barely a fail.
What?
No, that's a yeah,
Wait,
that's a fail.
well, what does Bud have to
55 out of
roll?
50.
You don't need to roll anything, Will.
Alrighty.
Because you're not directly okay.
I failed.
Apparently
Okay.
I'm going to be
for one.
dragged.
Edward, you basically fall ass over tea kettle onto the floor, and Bucky, you're able to move with Edward attached to it your normal movement speed. You may move as many tiles as your move rate.
How
Yeah.
are you so fast?
What is my move rate? I need to check. What is my move rate?
I think it's
Where
8
is that?
or 7.
Where is that? I'm trying to figure out where that is. Where do I
It's
see
right
that?
under your education. And power.
Education. No, that's luck.
Is your sheet different?
Uh-huh.
Because it should be right there. Your move rate.
Move rate 8. Found it.
8, yeah.
Measure time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can get out. I can just go.
and drag Edward with you.
Edward, you will be dragged a square behind him, by the way.
Cool.
I mean, I could also technically take Bud with me if he's. You know what? We're going up here. Can I measure,
up?
please?
Why are we going up?
Because it's farther away.
But we can leave the room.
I know I am leaving the room.
Here you go. I'm gonna roll to see if there's anything in this room, by the way.
I'm in the hall. I don't care. I'm in the hall.
Why? How did you get there? You can't clip through walls.
No, I
You
went
have
out.
to go like this.
Oh.
Or
Well then.
like this.
There. We're
Okay.
out.
And I'd be
Good.
like
Edward,
there,
I'm gonna
I
mark
guess.
you as prone. Unlike in D&D,
I'm prone.
actually getting off of the ground costs all your movement.
Great.
Hey, Bud, wanna come?
I'm prone.
No. You can't drag more than one person. If you drag both of them, you're gonna only be able to move half your movement.
Bud's not attached to the rope. I gave it to him. I didn't tie him.
No, I gave
Cool.
you the rope. I just didn't tie myself to it.
Yeah, he doesn't have any rope.
I tied it to myself, Edward.
doesn't
and then
have any
handed the rest
rope.
to Bud. No, I handed
Anyway,
it to Ed. I handed
Is that
it
the
to
end
him.
of your turn?
Yes.
Damn. The thing! The thing now only sees... Actually, technically Edward's the one who provoked him, and he can get here. I'm gonna have a... This thing... Oh, this thing's intelligent enough to understand exactly... To understand at least... What's...
Man, if he was
who-
intelligent enough to understand that we were trying to help him, you know.
I don't
yeah,
think
he's
it wants.
also,
It doesn't
he's
want
also
help.
clinically insane.
He's insane, but he's intelligent enough to
Yup.
know. Oh my fucking god. Hi. Oh, he can actually
Hi.
leave the room. This is great.
He is going to try and, claw you.
Not again.
No. No.
Oh.
His first
I'm
attack
not
is a success. Would you like to try and dodge and slash or fight back?
I would like to dodge. Actually, what is my dodge skill?
25.
25. Yeah. What's fight back? Just brawl.
Yeah, it's brawl.
Okay, so it's the same thing. So it doesn't matter. Time to roll. See what happens.
No, well, you get to call what you're gonna do.
You have to call which one you want to do.
Dodge.
Dodge. Alrighty.
Fail.
You fail. Alrighty, so he does hit you. He
Fuck.
I'm at
deals.
6.
No.
He deals 4 damage.
Ow! I'm at 2.
As he basically takes his, you basically see this man basically let out a blood-curdling, horrid, tormented scream as he basically bolts through the door and basically drives his claws deep into your shoulder, Edward, and twists. Second attack.
No.
Edward screeches. Cause ow.
He
I've
misses
already been
entirely.
clawed. Thank God, I've already been clawed in my shoulder. I'm gonna have more claw marks on my shoulder.
Third
Is it
attack.
the same one? Oh my God.
That one misses as well. So you see him he basically swipes again. You basically stumble back and he tries to swipe a third time and you basically cringe away and he ends up basically just clawing and you basically see him rake across the wall. It's the other shoulder.
Nice, matching scars. Let's go.
Alrighty.
Okay.
That's the end of the insane man, the thing's turn. I'll tell you what it is after combat. Edward!
Edward's going to use all of his movement to stand.
Alrighty, you
Is that the entirety
stand!
of-
Get
I
up
would
off
like
the
to.
ground.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm getting off the ground. And I would like to pull out my gun and shoot him.
Alrighty, please roll to hit him with your. Please roll against your firearm skill.
I
Which
swear
is
to
50.
I really hope there's no such thing as ricochet.
He is going to try and fight back.
60.
How do you fight back a gun?
Oh wait, guns you can't. You're actually right. This would be a ready. Let me check
Still
firearm
missed.
rules. I'm not sure if
I
this is
did-
a readied firearm or not.
It's a handgun.
I know. I need to check what counts as
You
a
have it
readied
loaded.
handgun or not.
You had it loaded though.
I
I
did
need to check
miss.
what counts as a readied handgun or not.
Okay.
I would once again
Firearms
like to know,
combat.
I did miss. I did not roll high enough.
I'm still going to make sure that this is a readied firearm.
And you can't. I don't think you can push this. So.
No, you can't.
All right, let me mark off how many bullets I have. I now have 4. Damn, Edward's so fucking ass with a gun. He's missed the only 2 shots he's fired with it.
Well, you're an investigator. You're not like SWAT or FBI.
This would, in fact, be a
Gotcha.
readied firearm. Anyway, with guns, you can shoot up to 3 times in a round. However, you get penalty dice for the additional shots.
Yeah, I don't want to do that again. So
Okay.
we're fine. It's fine.
You basically whip out your
it's
gun, and you kind of like cringe because there's now a pain in your shoulder. There's your wounds in your stomach still aren't fully healed. So you shoot, and it basically flies and just goes. Wait, you can see my arrow. Yum! And smashes into that wall.
Cool,
Alrighty.
cool. I cannot move, so that I guess it's the end of
Bud,
Edward's turn.
you're up.
All right.
We're banking on Bud again.
Wait, so, so is there anything in this room here, Alun? Like, is there like some stuff in this?
There's tables. These things I'm pinging. These are tables.
Uh-huh.
This one on the side has 2 benches, and on top of this one, you see a bowl.
A bulb?
Like a bowl, like a big wooden bowl.
A big wooden bowl.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I would like to know I'm at 2 HP right now.
Yeah.
Even with a D4, and if that thing hits every time, that can eviscerate an entire player for 1 round. So,
It might almost die again.
You don't have a major wound, so you'd actually just be knocked unconscious. But
okay. Am I able to deduce it just doesn't like Edward, or is it just us in particular?
You can tell that it's probably angry it was disturbed at all.
Hmm. I'm trying to think of what I could do here.
I mean, you can stab it. That's always an option.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll go up here. Stabby, stabby.
Oh, why did you just teleport? Okay, yeah. Alrighty, stabby. Roll against your knife skill. I think it's a 50. You hit. It is actually going to try and fight back this time. Actually, is it going to fight back? No, it's going to dodge. It's going to try and dodge. It fails its dodge roll, and you succeed on your knife roll. You stab it. Please roll damage. It is a D6, I believe, for a knife.
Yep.
2!
A whole 2 damage.
Yep. You basically take your knife and you basically it basically goes to like dodge out of the way. It basically, instead of like dodging intelligently, it just kind of smacks into the wall, and you sink your knife. You basically pull out your shiv, you flip the switchblade, and basically stab it in its side and rip the knife out.
Got it. Let's see. Am I able to tell I did significant damage?
PC'd. Give me a second. Continue.
Am I able to tell this thing is significantly hurt, or can I go again? I don't know. I don't know COC combat rules.
Okay, you cannot attack again with melee weapons. However, you can discharge a firearm up to 3 times in combat as long as it's loaded.
Got it.
For you, that's basically that's the equivalent of your action.
Got it. And is there such a thing as attack opportunities in COC?
Yes. However, it's technically already used its quote-unquote reaction to dodge.
Okay. So I'm gonna, since I shanked it, I'm gonna go 1, 2. How many more movement styles do I have?
You used 4 to get here.
So,
however many more you have in your movement.
I'm just gonna go here and
Alrighty.
Bud. So yeah, I'm gonna have Bud go there, and this thing's probably intelligent, and then I'm just gonna have Bud just go here.
Alrighty. So in Call of Cthulhu, I will tell you this: if you dodge and / or fight back, and until your next turn in combat, anything that attacks you, or if the same thing attacks you again, gets a advantage dice. So, Bucky, you're up.
Fucking really? Oh my god.
So, Bucky, given that it just tried to dodge Bud, you would have an advantage dice if you tried to shank it.
I have an advantage dice if I try to shake it. Wait. Just Wait, I have an advantage or it has advantage?
You have an advantage.
I have an advantage. Okay, so I have a knife and I have plates.
Your knife will do more than an improvised weapon.
Okay, I'm gonna stab it.
Move to where you could stab it. You cannot stab it through Edward.
Fair
These
enough.
side squares are valid squares.
I'm switching to moving. Moving.
Alrighty, you move there. Even if you're clipped into a wall, we're gonna say that you're next to Edward. Please roll a d100 as you would normally, and then roll an extra d10. You take the lower place. You take the lower tens place.
Okay.
That would miss, I believe.
Oh, yeah. What am I trying to beat?
Your whatever your score with your knife is, or if you don't have one, then your brawl skill.
Brawl. Let's see if I can find that. Where is it? That doesn't help me. Where is my brawl skill? First, I gotta figure out what I'm trying to beat, so I know if I win or not.
It's underneath fighting.
Yep, found it. Found it.
Do you have a fighting skill in knife?
I should. No?
Then you do not.
No. No, I do not.
So you're just rolling against your brawl skill, whatever that is. Please roll me an additional tens place dice.
I'm looking. Nope.
Alrighty, you still fail. So you basically see as Bud basically shanks it and then just nopes the fuck out. You basically go to stab it, and you basically drive your knife into the wall behind it, just barely missing out on its side.
Shit. What are you measuring?
I was measuring how much movement you use. You use 1 square of movement. It still does not have anything reaction. What would you like to do now?
Running sounds nice, but I don't want to make Edward prone again. Can I try my best?
Plus, grabbing the rope to pull Edward actually would took your action last time anyway.
Yeah. Untying? Question mark? Very quickly.
That's going to be a called action. You'd need to use your action to do that, and you've already tried to stab the guy.
Fuck. I'm screwed.
What would you like to do?
I'm not
30
gonna
seconds.
do anything. I'm not gonna do anything. But I'm going to tell Edward to run.
What exactly do you say?
Well, my brain's just playing a Lord of the Rings clip in my head, but I can't do that voice. So
You have 20 seconds. I have a timer.
Run, go.
Alrighty.
Edward looks back at Puck and he goes, "I'll try."
Mom, please don't throw knives at me.
I like it.
Throw the
No,
knives,
knives
Mom.
are
Throw the
good.
knives.
They
Throw
give
the
you
knives.
Do not encourage my mother.
they give you iron to throw them. There you go.
They help you. Yes, they help with your iron, and they also
Okay.
help raise your dexterity score.
Tell your mom I said she's
No.
she's a trickster main.
Okay, I'll tell her that when she comes back. Alrighty. So, that's what you say. Next up, we've got the Thing! Edward, you discharged a gun. It understands what a gun is. Bucky, you tried to stab it. I'm gonna have it roll a d4 to see who it wants to try and claw.
Shit.
Edward, actually no, I'm gonna roll a d100. This is Call of Cthulhu. Skid, high or low?
Let's call it high, baby.
If you call right, it won't attack you.
Cool.
So if I roll above a 50, you're safe.
Oh,
It's attacking Bucky!
not the child. That's my kid.
It's attacking your kid, Skid. Alrighty.
It's hitting my
It's gonna roll
child.
against its fighting skill. Actually, it does have a maneuver. It could do that.
Please don't do the maneuver. Don't pull a Battle Master Fighter on us. That's kind of cringe.
I mean, as long as it doesn't crit me, I'm okay.
Don't jinx it. You have 8. Oh my god.
Actually, yeah, it is gonna use its maneuver. Bucky,
Fuck!
you basically see it, like, basically, like, look at you and basically, like, open its eyes incredibly wide as it basically lunges towards you with its mouth open.
Oh.
Would you like to try and dodge or fight back against its maneuver?
I have a 35 in dodge. I'm okay. I can do this. Maybe, hopefully.
Roll to dodge. It succeeds at its maneuver.
Oh.
I don't.
Ready. So you basically are more preoccupied with Edward than actually, like, you know, doing anything else. So you basically watch as this thing opens its maw and just clamps down, basically on your arm, hard, and it starts to pull you away. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Do I get the equivalent of an opportunity attack?
Yeah, sure. Roll to shoot your gun at it as it's pulling Bucky away by the arm.
Oh, okay.
30
out
why
of
do you have
50.
no HP?
I have no HP
Why does your, yeah, where's your HP bar?
because you didn't roll for HP, so I was waiting to edit it.
Oh, okay.
30 out of 50.
30. Yeah, you hit it. Please roll your bullet damage. D10. It's a gun.
Yippee, it's a gun.
Can I? How hurt am I?
10.
10? Alrighty, well,
How hurt am I?
So, you shoot
Whoa.
it. You basically see the bullet kind of pierce through its flesh and kind of lodge itself in its shoulder instead of piercing through like you're pretty sure it should. Yes? What I'm saying is firearms are less effective on this thing.
Fine by me. I still rolled max damage. That's insane.
True. Alrighty, so Edward, basically, actually, we're gonna say that because you rolled max damage, you hit it in the back of the neck. Bucky,
Yippee.
it deals...
Anything less than 8, I'm okay. It didn't crit me. It did not crit me.
It did not.
Thank God.
It deals 7 damage, maximum.
What? Fuck!
It basically bites into your arm and just starts yanking you across the room. What does Bucky say as he starts to get, like, dragged by this thing?
Not fun, not having a good time.
Daddies.
Well, when he gets fucking bitten, he's going to screech, you know, as you do, and then basically, he's not using Dad and Pop. He's using their goddamn names. Like, scream for help specifically towards Bud and Edward.
What exactly do you say?
Why are you making me put it into words? Words are hard.
That's the rules.
I can't English well, we know this.
What do you say?
I'm working on it. Well, the screech. And then, like, help Edward, Bud, help me, please.
Alrighty, as you basically get dragged across the room. Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay. That's the end of its turn.
I only have one.
Edward,
I only have one.
you're up. Also, check the major wound box, Tam.
I can do that.
I will move.
Edward.
I will move there. What's the range on a gun?
I believe on a handgun, it's equal to your dexterity.
So 50?
It's within range. Yep.
Let me
They're
just
5 feet away. You can shoot it.
Is, Bucky in the way?
If you crit fail,
Don't crit fail.
Fuck it, let's try it. Let's see what happens.
Alrighty.
Crit fail.
Accidentally opened Steam instead of going to Discord. Hold on. Okay. 44 out of 50.
You hit.
You're
Roll
good.
your damage.
You're
Edward
good.
apparently only can hit when his child is in danger.
4.
Alrighty. So, you basically wrong thing.
Oh, I'm good.
So you basically take your gun out. You line up a shot. You have to you make sure you take a little extra time. You take a deep breath to make sure not to hit the child. You shoot and you basically shoot in the leg as it lets out another wail.
Fuck you, bitch.
Is that the end of your turn, Skid?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Alright.
You can,
Buddy.
You could move.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think I will.
The child currently is being dragged. By the way, this thing's running on all fours right now. It's being dragged like, a dog would drag its prey.
Mm-hmm.
Help!
Help! But it's a 56. Yeah. Do I hit?
What's your knife skill?
I do not remember.
I believe it's a 50. It's a 50. You just barely miss.
Alrighty. You said I could force
advantage
it?
dice. You have an advantage dice because it's technically his dodge this round.
What, is it D10?
Yeah,
Yes.
roll a D10 and we treat that as the number. A 10 is actually a 0.
50.
2, that becomes a 26.
Okay.
You hit. Regular success.
You're good.
Roll your damage.
Alrighty. The D6, 5 damage.
Alright. So,
Don't
Bud,
let it.
Mm-hmm.
you run up. You see this thing is basically shaking Bucky in its jaws.
Mm-hmm.
You take a deep
He's
breath.
screaming.
You remember what happened last time with Edward, and you just narrow your eyes. You run forward, and what do you say as you basically run over there?
Then from there, Bud is going to go. He's going to. Where does he stab it? Like, can I stab it in the face or?
You can stab it through its skull. Yeah, sure.
All right, cool. As soon as that happens, I'm just going to say, just chew on this, and I stab him in the face.
Alrighty, so you basically run up. You scream, "Chew on this!" You take your knife. You drive it through one of its eyes. Twist, and you see it screech. Bucky, you feel let go of your arm as it basically falls over, gurgling at the mouth. It is dead.
Hey, fuck.
And then from there, Bud is going to comfort Bucky by taking off like one of the ropes and begin to apply it like a tourniquet.
Alrighty. By doing that, you are going to apply first aid. On a successful first aid check, Bucky will heal for 1d3. Please roll first aid.
Alrighty, cool.
Can I help?
That's a 33.
Against?
Fuck. So character sheet. I don't have it. I have it saved in buried my files. I just don't. I haven't organized it.
I can look.
Yulud, can I help? Is there like a help action?
It does not matter. Bud has a 50, so he succeeds. So Will, you basically start wrapping where this thing bit into him, and Will, please roll a d3 in the bot for how much Bucky heals.
All right, I'm just gonna roll a d4 and then fuck. Of course.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's happening again. All right, Bucky, you heal for 2.
Thank God.
You should be thanking me.
I'm glad it's dead. Anyway, ow, that hurt.
God is dead, and we killed it by cringe.
Do not bring philosophy into this. I suffered through that class.
It's
Anyway,
I'm gonna be right back. I need to grab ketchup for my potatoes.
In our many
Continue your roleplay.
transgressions against God, we made Among Us.
Okay. Should I
Edward
wait for
is
Lindsay
still bleeding. No, we can roleplay without you, Loon. Edward, who is still bleeding, is kind of like bent down over Bucky, like, "Oh my, thank God that I don't believe in. You're okay." Oh.
He was almost dead, so he's gonna definitely be not happy and crying and Yeah, he's not having a good time. He's very upset. and can't really move because you know how when your body sustains severe damage, it's like, no thanks, we're shutting down now.
I know I'm jinxing myself here, but you guys have like the worst luck with monsters in COC.
We do. Edward
I would like
is
to mention
going.
you're the only one who hasn't taken damage yet.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's not even bragging. It's just that you guys just pissed them off.
We didn't piss them off. Well, we
Oh
accidentally
yeah,
pissed them
go
off.
to hell. Hi, hello, how are you, very sus man?
Yeah, he's just like he was like saying how he wanted to get out of here, and so Edward went, "Do you want to get out of here?" Like it pissed him off. Anyway, Edward is going to gently pick up Bucky, or scoop him up in his lap because Edward is not strong, and kind of just hold the child. He's still bleeding, but he's fine.
Poor Edward.
He's not dying.
Would you like to apply first aid to Edward as well?
Yes.
Alrighty. Bud.
I'm not useful.
Bucky, would you like to do that? Which one of you?
I mean, I have a 30. However, I'm also currently being held. So let's just see how this goes. Oh,
21. You succeed. Please roll. Edward, please roll a d3 for. Or actually, I let Will do it. So, Tam, please roll me a d3 for how many hit points Edward recovers.
AKD4 and then reroll 4. 2.
Edward, you heal for 2.
Based. For now. Cool.
So basically, like, you scoop me up, and I'm assuming I'm facing the site of the wound, so I'm just gonna like.
Yeah, it's in his shoulder.
Press against it with my good arm.
And then from there, Bud is just gonna immediately apply is there like a good elongated piece of wood to use as a tourniquet? So Bud is just basically almost doing like this, as if he's moving by muscle memory, as he basically is just going to grab Bucky by the back of his head and then lean him in and make him go forehead to forehead. And then from there it goes, I'm glad you're okay.
I had to protect my dad.
Don't care about me, I see how it is.
And and then from there, he kind of looks towards Edward and.
I'm joking.
Huh?
I'm joking. By the way.
Please say I didn't catch that.
Oh, Edward says, "No care for me. I see how it is." Like, to Bud.
So do you need first aid?
Edward just got it. You can only get first aid once after each combat.
Okay. So
Bucky, technically, I'm gonna assume that we're gonna flavor it as Bud had handed Bucky, but actually, Bucky's gonna use some of the linen rope that because Bud's rope was all linen, and he basically took the rope. We're gonna flavor it as he took the rope to wrap Edward's wound.
Yes. Because I'm currently in his lap, so that would make sense that I am close.
Edward's gonna he takes off his coat and undoes his ripped up shirt so that way there can be more bandages added to his collection of bandages.
Poor Edward.
Because he has a fuck ton on his
one thing I should note
chest, more on his shoulders, and then more on his other shoulder.
Yeah, one thing to note, as you all are kind of as you get a good look at the wound, Bucky and Bud, both of you notice it looks fairly dirty.
No.
Ooh.
As well as the thing's claws.
No.
We have water.
Oh yeah, we got the water bottle.
We have water.
We have a lot of water.
We have a lot of water.
Almost too much water.
Syringe.
Edward's going to Edward's going to point at Bucky's bag and he goes, "Bucky, could you no, Bud, could you grab the water?"
Yeah, I grab it.
Thank you. And Edward's going to take the water from Bud, and he's going to real quickly unwrap the bandages on both himself and Bucky and try to do his damnedest to clean out these wounds.
Alrighty. Please roll me first aid.
Okay, what is my first aid? My first aid is It's on here somewhere. I'm looking for it. I can find it.
If you don't have any extra points in it, its default is 30. Yep.
Yeah, mine's 30.
14. 14, already, hard success. So you basically take the water and along with some of the clean linen, and you basically dab, though it is painful, you manage to get most of the dirt and successfully disinfect the wound.
So then he goes and, like, freshly rebandages himself and Bucky and goes, there we go. That should do it until we can see an actual doctor. Hopefully.
Okay.
Hopefully. Should be fine.
Ow! I stubbed my toe.
No.
Oh.
So, Will, it's dark, but there's furniture around. So it's like, don't stub your toe.
Yeah.
Stubbing your toe, you take like 12 damage in Cthulhu. It's like a fucking
True.
dies with stubbed toe.
Alrighty. So, you guys, like, basically, you finish bandaging yourselves up, and you're alive. By the way, out of context, you just survived an encounter with a ghoul.
What does that usually do?
It's a ghoul. I'll read you why, by the way, I made the note about that wound, but not Bucky's. I only said it about Edward. Let me pull up its stats. Not Hounds
Yeah,
of Timberlose.
I got a bite.
No,
That's
the human mouth is probably like the second most salt bacteria.
No,
like
Technically, this thing isn't human, which is why I didn't make a big deal out of that.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, the human mouth is one of the most disgusting things ever.
Yeah. Next to Komodo dragons.
Alrighty. Fighting attacks. Ghouls have the usual range of unarmed attacks open to humanoids. Ghouls also have claws that are razor sharp and filthy, whose bony protrusion slides through human flesh in an instant. Wounds caused may become diseased if not treated.
Oh, we treated it. We're fine. Kind of.
You treated it. You're okay.
Yippee. Thank God. Alright, cool. Yeah. We're fine.
Quick question, Alun. Which arm?
That you got mangled?
Yeah, that he grabbed me by and dragged me across the room.
Left.
Okay.
Oh, he's right-handed?
Yeah.
Edward is, the fun thing of he was born left-handed, but it was, like, trained out of him. So now he's right-handed. Because that's what happened to my grandpa, who's left-handed.
Yeah.
And was trained to be right-handed, and now he's left-handed again.
It was a big thing, yeah. So basically, yeah, Skid. So you basically, by the way, Bucky, I should mention, your arm is really mangled. Like,
yeah,
it's very fucked up.
Like exposed
Your
bone.
entire forearm has basically, not down to the bone, but your entire forearm has basically been like ripped, and you can probably tell just by moving it. Your left, and out of like instinct, you'd probably be holding it like your arm was in a sling. You can tell that your elbow is probably dislocated, and that you ripped something in there.
Ooh.
Do we have to relocate it?
No, we're gonna deal with that later. But basically, what I'm saying is that much like how Edward still doesn't have 100% full range of motion, Bucky's left arm is currently kind of crippled.
Yippee! We love being crippled. Crippled gang.
Ow.
Would during Bud's medicine check earlier, would that be enough for him to resocket his arm?
Yeah, we could flavor it so that you can roleplay that now. Before it was just like basically bandaging it, but now at this point, Bud, you probably would have noticed with the roll that you got that his arm is probably dislocated. You've seen injuries before.
Yeah.
So, and Edward, since you have a slightly higher than average medicine score, you would also probably notice that his arm is dislocated. So both of you could probably make the inference that you probably need to reset it.
Cool.
However, it will be a separate roll.
Edward gives like Bud like a.
Ow.
We know. We're fixing it. Edward gives Bud like a knowing glance and picks up a piece of cloth from the bag, and he's going to fold it up, and he's going to go, Bucky, you might want to bite down on this.
Why?
No reason.
And as soon as like he goes, why? I immediately relocate the shoulder.
Alrighty. I'm gonna give it to you since I'm gonna give it to you since you rolled first aid. You've succeeded in your first aid check before. You relocate his arm, Bucky. It fucking hurts. Please roll me a Constitution save.
Yeah. So Edward, like, as like Bucky opens his mouth to like scream or something, he shoves he like shoves.
His mouth. Okay, yeah. Please roll me against your Constitution to stay conscious, Bucky.
Yeah, he like shoves it in Bucky's mouth.
Hard success. Okay, you scream your head off, but you're okay.
Scream your
You're
head off, and then
conscious.
you like start to, and Edward shoves a piece of cloth in your mouth, and you stop, or like it's muffled slightly.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, bud.
Yeah.
Hey, let's do this.
Yeah, you know, like, because I did know a doctor once upon a time where the very minute, the very like second you are distracted, she would stick the needle in your arm.
Very smart tactics.
Mm-hmm.
Truly.
So basically, scream happens. Cloth gets
There's a
shoved
piece
in
of
mouth.
cloth in
Damn,
your
I
mouth.
didn't know Ghostface was in Call of Cthulhu.
Oh yeah.
Continue, Tam.
And then, he's gonna like very quickly spit that piece of. Wait, what type of cloth is it? Linen.
The linen cloth.
Linen?
We essentially gagged you.
Edward basically just like put a piece of wadded up linen in your mouth so that your scream would be muffled.
Okay, so he sort of like just very quickly spits that out. It's like, what the fuck was that? And then he's gonna glare, like full on, I want to murder you glare
And then
at Bud.
and then from there, so Bud's gonna go, I love you too, buddy.
What the fuck was that?
It's called relocation.
That's called a piece of cloth in your mouth. It helps muffle your screams.
Not
Yeah.
fun. Either of those things.
Well, it was
It's
we're in an environment we're outside of a controlled environment. We'll worry about first aid later. But all that matters is that for you to be in less pain, so that way we don't endure more pain.
And
As
that
much-
way, so that your arm is only. Is
Yes,
at
it
least somewhat
hurts, but at the
usable.
same time, we are in a life or death scenario. I care about you, and so we don't need to worry about you bickering with us for the time being. If anything, you just nearly died, and you still want to go, and you still want to behave like this at this moment in time.
He shuts up at that because he's not seen Bud actually angry. Angry, annoyed, emotion. Insert here.
Mm-hmm. And then from
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
Bud he tussles your hair and he goes, "I don't like yelling at people, okay? But right now, you can get mad at me. That's all you want. But just be glad we didn't have to amputate your arm."
Yet. We don't have to amputate it yet.
I was on a roll. And then from there, Bud and then from there he just tussles Bucky's hair.
Pause.
Did you say pause or pog?
I said pause because I'm thinking. And Bucky's gonna get a little smirk on his face as he comes to a realization. You said you loved me.
He's done that a couple times now.
Yeah. I mean, you mean the part
Not
where
in those exact words though. He never said those. You said you weren't gonna be a good dad.
I'm still not.
Uh-huh.
I think you're doing a great job so far, bud.
To tell that to my 3 ex-girlfriends. So and
Other
then
than the
I mean,
fact my arm's
You fathered your girlfriends?
huh?
You fathered your girlfriends. You were fathers to your girlfriends?
More like as in bed partner. Anyways, let's get going.
That pertains nothing to being a father.
Hmm.
Hmm?
It doesn't
There's a
exactly.
caveat there?
It doesn't exactly. Never mind. Anyways,
No, do tell. We have a lot of free time to recover from whatever that just happened. Tell us about your life, bud. I know nothing about you.
Okay, I had 3 girlfriends. Try to have a life with a couple of them. Turns out I'm infertile. Okay.
Oh, well, right here. You have a son right here.
So yeah.
Perfectly fine.
So yes, I know, and it's not something I'm too comfortable talking about, but yeah. And at the bars, the term is shooting blanks, as they say.
Ah.
Are you there? Are you
Wonderful.
happy? You satisfied?
Mm-hmm. I am. Very.
And then from there, Bud just rolls his eyes, and he basically pulls Bucky up by his other shoulder, and he goes, "Let's get moving."
Alrighty.
Hurts, you know.
We know that you're hurting. I'm hurting too. Stop complaining.
Would you rather be hurt or dead?
That.
Didn't think so. Let's go.
We can scream and cry about it later when we escape. Which is not right now because we have not escaped, so we will wait.
Small? Does the small one come in?
It's small.
Hello, small.
Alrighty. Where would you like to go, you gremlins?
Ow. Out, preferably.
So, Bud, since you are the only one who appears to have any semblance of safety, why don't you pick where we should go next?
What do you mean semblance of safety?
Well, me and Bucky are the only ones who've gotten injured or hurt here, so you're the one who's remained safe, so I feel like you should be the one leading the way, seeing as I almost died a couple days ago, and Bucky's arm is completely mangled.
I checked like half the trains.
You do!
Like half the train cars.
Yeah, continue doing that.
And then from there...
Mission for a while. And Pop doesn't look too good either. No, not Pop.
He looks fine.
Dad.
And
I'm
then,
fine. Everything just hurts, constantly, but oh well.
So does that include emotionally?
Yes.
Hmm.
I'm in so much emotional anguish and pain all the time, every day. You can tell he's being sarcastic.
Yeah.
I'm so hurt and in so much pain. Oh, woe is me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna headbutt you.
Ow.
Balloon, can you move me to the closest door, or
What was that for?
Zoop!
as Bud just goes, fair enough, as he leads the charge.
Wait, fuck. I said reveal areas. Oh my god. Bunk! You look in this room.
Tiny
Mhm.
room.
So you open up this
Tiny.
room, and inside you see a singular cabinet, which this is actually technically bigger. It basically spans the entire wall, and in it has 4 big shelves. On one of the shelves, there appears to be a bunch of bottles of pharmaceutical products. On a second shelf, there appears to be a bunch of boxes of something. On the third shelf, there appears to be a bunch of books. And on the fourth shelf, there appears to be absolutely fucking nothing.
What's on the pharmaceutical bottles? Like, are there any labels? Is it just
Yes,
bottles of
actually.
liquid?
You see a bunch of like prescription painkillers, old-fashioned psychiatric meds, opioids, crack
Lovely.
cocaine.
Ooh, cocaine.
Nice.
I immediately
Is
start.
any of it
I
expired?
immediately start getting that,
Like
and
all of it is expired.
I immediately start I immediately grab the cocaine, and I'm going to see if that could be a useful remedy for Bucky.
Bud, it's all expired. Like, yes, sure, you can give Bucky cocaine, but not right now. I think that's expired. We can get him some later.
Next time we take him to the drugstore for pain medications, we can get something called Coca-Cola. Pretty good.
Ooh, I've heard about Coca-Cola. I've never had it myself.
It's very wonderful. Anyways,
Is it?
Is it like a role to find anything like useful medically?
Yeah.
It's all expired, though.
please- It's all expired. However, just because drugs are expired does not necessarily mean they do absolutely nothing. It just means they're less potent. Please roll me.
Oh, so give the child cocaine.
Yes, but it's not recommended because there is intoxication is in fact a status effect. Anyway,
Nice.
Please roll me. I'm just gonna
Would be fun,
You
say,
mentioned that he said that there was just regular painkillers.
yeah, there is regular painkillers.
Yeah,
Anyway,
we're focusing on the cocaine here.
please roll me spot hidden, Will, because there's a lot of things here, and some of the labels are not very legible.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming you're looking for like antibiotics or like painkillers.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, roll me spot hidden. To find the
Okay.
least expired and potentially most useful of them.
Alright, let's see what I roll. 21.
Okay, so you do manage to
A lot of
find what appears
21.
to be expired antibiotics, which you're pretty sure wouldn't really do fuck all, but you find them, and you do manage to find painkillers that you assume. I'm not gonna like list off something, but you basically find painkillers that A are not as expired as the rest, and B you have a vague knowledge of from working in gangs to know that these would probably still at least have some effect for Bucky.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then from there, I just take some water and I go. And then from there, I go. All right, all right, Bucky. I hand it to him.
What are these?
Painkillers.
Drug.
And I'm doing what?
Drugs.
They help remove the pain.
It's in the name. They kill the pain.
I'm assuming like there's like a couple little pills in his hand. He's gonna do the little kid thing, like looking at Bud questioningly, and just sort of move his hand towards his wound, like, that makes sense. Thing hurts. Put thing that makes it stop hurting near the thing that hurts.
No, you're supposed to
Swallow it.
with the water.
You have to ingest it.
Yes.
As
So it goes into your
That's how they
bloodstream
eat
or
these?
something. Yeah.
That's not food.
No, it's not. It's a pill. You eat pills.
Hold him down.
Got it. Edward's going to go and attempt to hold Bucky down.
Please roll opposing strength checks, you two.
I have a very low strength. This can only go well. Oh, yeah. 71 out of 40.
You fail.
Neat.
Bucky, please also roll me strength to try and overpower this gremlin.
Which
I
is
can
very
do this.
easy.
I got a 50.
You succeed. Bucky basically 7. Oh dear God.
Oh shit.
Crit success. Okay, so you
Fuck.
basically shove Edward into a nearby wall.
Fuck.
Not enough to hurt him, but like,
Wiggling away because don't trust.
Bud, you're stronger than me. You hold him down. I'll take the pills.
Oh,
They're in my hand. Boy.
Oh no, I
I'll
already.
give him the pills.
Oh no, I already
that's
slipped it
fine.
in the water and gave it to him.
Oh.
But he's not drinking the water.
And then from there, yeah, he already ingested it.
What?
I didn't. Since when?
I don't know. I was just trying to pull a
Bucky-
fast one. Anyways,
But yeah, Bucky didn't drink the water.
yeah, I was just trying to be funny. And
Roulette to see who can hold down the child.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Bud, please roll an opposing strength contest with Bucky.
alrighty then.
Yippee.
Do you want me to roll
Yep.
again? Because I rolled strength against
Yes.
Edward. Okay.
Edward's going to take
success
the
from
water with the
Bud.
pills in it, by the way.
Oh shit.
Don't make me spank you.
A fail from Bucky. Alrighty, so Bud,
Can I
you pretty
wiggle
much
away?
just I would jokingly say you suplex the child, but you pretty much just not like, super roughly, but firmly basically hold him, like you basically force him to sit and like basically, keep him down. Firmly, but not like, meant to hurt him. Edward, please
I'm
roll me
gonna,
sleight
like,
of hand to
scream-
slip Bucky the pills.
Okay.
I'm gonna screech and try to wiggle away.
I don't actually have a sleight of hand score because it separated itself into hide and sneak.
No, that's stealth. Sleight of hand is just a base 10.
It is. I thought I had a sleight of hand score. It is just a base 10 for Edward.
Uh-oh, Edward.
Aww. I rolled a 15.
I'll give it to you. You basically shoved the pills in it just because I gave, Bud has a hard success, so I'm just gonna say that counteracts for your slightly less than average, sleight of hand. So you basically do manage to shove the pills in his mouth along with some water, and Bucky, you even against your will, swallow the pills.
We make a good team, Bud.
I'm gonna get as close to a growl as a human can. And glare at Edward.
And then
I
from
would actually growl, but noise suppression would say no.
Edward puts his hands on his hips and he goes, "Good job, Bud."
and then from there it goes, yeah. It's not the first time I had to make someone actually. Not my first time actually. I have a lot of.
This is my first time, actually. Because usually when I have to chase someone down, my partner in crime is usually uncrime.
Crime.
Is usually
Quime.
crime. Shut up! I said crime.
Quime.
Leave me alone.
No, you didn't.
Leave me alone.
You gotta go stop the criminals.
Whoa.
No, stop.
Quote.
The
Leave me
criminals.
alone. Fuck! Shut the fuck up, please. Oh my god. My partner in Uncrime is usually able to shoot them down first before they start running away, so this is my first time. Oh, I miss Dick. Dick isn't a swear yet, so he's referring to someone named Dick.
Yeah.
Actually, it kind of was.
Please don't quote that.
It kind of was.
When was Dick?
Alrighty, so after all these shenanigans, where would you like to go next?
The hood and tell if I gotta take him, so does he. Pointing at Edward. He's hurt too.
Oh yeah.
All right. Here, just give me the pills and the water.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna fight about it. You see Edward just like pop him in his mouth, drink the water, and like swallow him, and he like looks at Bucky and he goes, "It's really that easy."
Fuck you.
No, thank you. You are unfortunately a child, and I'm not into adultery.
Huh?
Actually,
Nothing.
wait. Is he actually? How old are you again? You're 13.
I am unknown young teenager slash
12-year-old.
Basically, yeah.
And Edward's 24.
Mm-hmm. And then from there,
AKA not in puberty yet.
so
AKA not
You
of
know
age
that
yet.
much.
Well, it kind of. There's actually a difference. Bud says this, and he goes, adolescence to early puberty, or like before puberty, is
Yeah.
considered pedophilia. Well, anyone after puberty is called hedophilia.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't want to be a pedophile.
Or hedophilia.
That add more onto my record.
Or a hedophile.
Unfortunately, my love of dead bodies has already made its way onto my record, which is how I'm able to have my job now.
Or or hebophilia. Yeah.
Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Is there a door down this way?
Is there another door? Because at this point they're basically
There's an opening here.
Essentially, I'm being very, very. So I'm being peer pressured
There's
to
an
face
opening
tank.
here.
Yeah, you're being peer pressured to face tank. You're able to do things. I'm at 4, and Bucky's at like what, like 3?
3.
Okay, so you go.
You're at full.
Here, you gremlins.
There,
Okay,
yeah,
I just
go.
revealed the room up north. Cretins. Okay, I'm gonna roll to see what's in this
You mean
room.
you don't like our shenanigans with the drugs?
Okay, so as you enter this room, you kind of get like I wouldn't say a bad vibe, but you kind of get like something feels off as you kind of walk through this kind of archway in the architecture. As you walk in here, you just get a sense of uneasiness, as if something isn't quite right. And looking around, you notice that the rest of this place has been pretty dilapidated and abandoned, and though this is the same, it seems a little too clean. It just feels like for the state the building's in, there should be more dust, there should be more dirt, grime on the walls, but there's not. It's strangely clean.
Mm-hmm.
You're not sure if you like it.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
Anything useful?
Call high or low?
Low.
Will, you want to move your token over there?
Well.
Okay, so the answer is yes, actually.
Cool.
You see back behind here,
Mhm.
actually, no, well, let's say like underneath these benches, you see a small case.
Mm-hmm. I go to the case and I check it out.
Alrighty, so you open the case, and inside you find what appear to be no hardtack.
Ooh, okay.
You find like a day's worth of hardtack for all of you, so 3 days total, but 1 day for the party.
Mm-hmm.
Ew, hardtack.
Not the most edible thing in the world, but it's still edible. I inspect it for weevils.
You inspect it for weevils. There are no weevils.
Hmm.
No extra protein.
No more extra protein. At this point, Bud just kind of goes, I wasn't sure if I wanted the weevils or didn't. Live and learn. I basically take a bite of it and to sample it if it's actually edible.
Things on the edge of tomorrow.
You can't just
Okay.
fight hardtack. That's not how that works.
So you basically
It's
start to
rock
chew.
hard.
You basically start to like whittle down on the hardtack. It's edible. Hardtack keeps for forever.
Oh yeah, it's just flour and water.
Exactly. This does have some salt on it, though. It's hardtack. It's edible. It's a day of food for the party.
Yep.
I wouldn't complain. Oh yeah, you also find, by the way, because this is a guaranteed spawn, also as you look through here, you see a vending machine in this room.
Anything useful in the vending machine?
There's bullets for Edward's gun, which he just discharged 3 times.
Yeah, I only have 2 bullets left.
Mm-hmm.
3.
I have 2.
Yeah, I think that's. I think bullets are a useful expenditure.
Yeah, it costs 2 tickets to get a pack of, I believe it's 8.
Are you
Somebody touched
fine
the
with
vending
me
machine.
getting
It was not good.
bullets? Or
What about medical supplies? Anything like purification, alcohol?
There is antiseptics and actual bandages as well.
Okay.
which probably won't actually do anything.
Oh,
At this
technically,
point-
if you looked at the body of the ghoul, you guys would have found a blank ticket. So I'll add 1 to your stock and just say. That
I was gonna ask about that, but I didn't get in it. Well, normally when I search bodies in
We were a
COC,
little bit preoccupied.
Yeah.
So how many are we at?
You have 3 total tickets.
3 total. So 2 for bullets and medical supplies are
1.
1. That's easy.
It's effectively enough medical supplies to treat 5 injuries. So, each time you redress a wound or have to treat a wound, it will allow you to treat 5 injuries. Yes, having proper supplies does give you bonus healing.
Mm-hmm. So
especially from major wounds, which Bucky currently has.
yeah, so I'm pretty sure Bud hasn't even spent a ticket yet, so I'll spend his ticket on that.
Alrighty. So you get 5 treatments of 5 treatments for the medical supplies. I put that in roleplay.
All right.
And Edward, do you get the bullets for your gun?
Yeah. And
Bullets are
I'm gonna
handy.
I'm gonna reload my gun as well. So now I'm at so it gives you 8.
Yep.
All right,
So
I'm at 10 bullets total.
So you probably are gonna just reload your revolver to have 6 shots.
Yeah.
So you have 4 in a pocket or something.
Yeah. He'd have 4 in a bullet case.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Coolio. Is there anything? So you guys use the vending machine. You now have no blank tickets left, but you do have bullets and medical supplies to help treat Bucky's woundy boy.
Mm-hmm.
We are not forgetting about Edward.
And Edward's woundy boy.
So yeah, do we need to apply it now, or is it too late?
You'll apply it during your long rest.
Got
if
it.
you take one.
So not right now.
No. That's part of a Call of Cthulhu long rest.
Well, we have an unknown door over here.
That you do.
And we also have this place. Is this anywhere?
Is where anywhere?
Here.
Like here?
Here.
No, that just leads off the
Okay.
map. You can see it leads
Okay.
off the map.
I
That's just a
wasn't
wall that got
sure.
cut off.
I wasn't sure.
There's this hallway,
Uh-huh.
and there's
The door.
this door.
I mean, we're closer to the hallway.
Fuck it,
you-
hallway.
Like to go down another creepy long hallway? Cool.
Sure, why not? Me
As
and my
long
4
as we don't want
HP.
them to
Yeah,
run.
I'll have Bud go first. So
Okay, do you want to go first?
yeah, I'll go first. Why not?
Okay.
Alrighty. I'm gonna mark the doors that you guys can see. There you go. There's your doors. So you basically look down. This is a long, dilapidated but functional hallway. You see 2 doors.
Okay. I'll check the first door.
Okay. Let me roll to see if there's anything of interest in this room. So there
Behind
is.
door number 1.
So there is.
Note to self: the crazy ones you can't make friends with. Cool.
Yeah, I think the ghosts are kind of a bit of a given. But I still don't. But I still don't blame you because he could have had very important information. Like, I don't know, tell us if there's like a ray gun that kills monsters.
Okay, so, Bud, as you look into this room, let me read this description. Alrighty. Within this room lie piles of old, hand-sewn stuffed animals. Many of them are in various states of decomposition, stuffing falling out of the seams, and cloth that's ripped and torn. However, one stands out among the rest. A small, white and pink cat-like thing that sits atop a clean metal table all by its lonesome.
Ooh.
Let me post a picture of this.
Nope.
Stuffed animal, yippee!
Let me post a picture of the stuffed animal in roleplay.
Stuffed animal, yippee!
It looks like this.
It's
White and
totally
pink
fine.
cat? No.
It's totally fine. It's cute.
Uh-huh.
Feline.
There's nothing wrong. It's a stuffed animal, dude. It's fine. Now we just... It implies things, okay? It's fine.
I'm gonna put a marker on the quote-unquote table where the stuffed animal is. Okay. It's here, that it just kind of is chilling.
So it actually looks similar to the conductor?
It looks vaguely similar. There are a couple key differences that you can note. First of all, it has that, extra fur around its, scruff area. That's kind of made out of, like this kind of fluffy knitted material.
Right.
And you note that the colors, it doesn't have any tufts in its ears. However, you notice that kind of the tattered cloth-like wing that hangs off of its shoulders, it does have two of them, does definitely vaguely resemble the shape of the conductor's tendrils.
We see, so a fan, I see. I didn't say that out loud. I'm saying as a player, not as character. So okay, now we know where the influences are coming from, and considering how this thing might be a very beloved toy, yeah, let's not fuck with that.
Yeah, let's not fuck with that.
So, and then from there, I'm just going to have Bud just go. He points it out, but he doesn't say. So he doesn't do anything else with it. He points it out, but he doesn't touch it.
Okay.
So, yeah.
It's a room full of old discarded stuffed animals.
Yeah. Here's a bright idea. How about we set everything on fire? I'm kidding.
No.
And so I am just going to go. Yeah, I just point out to my teammates and don't really. I just go like, yeah, that might be a. I had a beloved toy, and last thing I want to do is mess with someone else's childhood. So, any ideas, concerns?
The conductor.
The conductor.
The conductor.
The conductor.
The way you said that was actually really cute, Tam. The conductor.
Conductor.
What does he do? He conducts.
Yeah. One of my subtle vocal stims is just to enunciate certain consonants in words. So, conductor is more fun to say than conductor.
Mm-hmm.
Conductor.
Alrighty. Would you like to do anything else with this room?
Nope.
No.
Alrighty.
Okay. I will now go to the next room door.
Okay. I'll also reveal this hallway because the rest of this hallway. That's. I said polygon reveal game, or roll 20.
It's a box. Do it. Oh.
Okay.
Hoping that was there.
So, you find a door.
I open the door.
You open the door. Okay. That's not reveal areas game. Will.
Hmm.
I'm gonna move your token over there. As you open this door, you open into a room that feels vaguely familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Yet at the same time, not at all. Three old hospital beds with the sheets still well made sit against one wall. Two dressers, one on one wall, one on another, lie slightly at an angle, slightly ajar. As you open this room, the sound of breathing comes back into your ears. We are going to take a 5-minute break.
Thank God I need to pee.
Everyone be back here by X50.
Thank you, X50.
Thank you, X50. Also, I will have to go in like 30 minutes. Well, not 30
That
minutes.
is all
like,
right.
45 minutes. So that way I can sleep. Because my class tomorrow is at 8:30 in the morning. Yay! I cannot pee. My roommate is bathing. Sag.
I don't get long periods of time. Why is it dead? It's dead. No.
I don't like who's appeared on the map.
I
don't like it.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
Remember, don't say we understand his pain, because that's
Yep.
gonna get us murdered.
Because we don't understand his pain because we haven't gone through it.
Exactly.
Yep. We can't say it because we actually can't relate.
Yep. Do you think it's dangerous even to say we understand that it hurts?
Yeah.
Let's just like, well, if you had a reactionary thought of go to hell, so
We can't relate to it, but we do understand that it hurts. Point out, we've rolled a whole bunch of 21s this game.
yeah, looks like our luck's about to run out.
4. I'm just counting. 4. We have rolled 4 21s today.
The TSA no fly list got leaked. It's on the best website. The TSA no fly list from 2019 got leaked in the funniest way possible because it was from some random person who has their own blog, and it's like vibrant pink, and everyone's like really fucking laughing about it because the line is, "Holy shit, we actually have the no fly list! Holy fucking bingle! What? It's so funny! This is so funny!"
Roll call. Skid.
Yeah, no fly list.
Tam.
Hey.
Will.
Hey.
The boy has appeared.
You completely open the door to this room, and as you finish peering around, you see an all too familiar entity. A soft, cat-like figure sits quietly on the bed, curled up in itself like a common puppy. Its eyes watch you, unblinking, its tendrils lashing at the air around it. It stares at you with dead eyes. They pierce straight into your soul, and though it seems it wishes to speak, its mouthless face will not allow it to. Therefore, it stares. The conductor, sitting softly and coiled in on itself on the bed, watches.
So you know, like this,
choose the music.
you know, like this comedy routine of the
No.
Yes.
Latin. God damn it.
Latin it is.
Still Russian.
So the walls are speaking Latin.
Oh my god.
And then from there, let's see. Okay, it just watches us.
It's just staring straight at you. The only thing moving about it is the 3 tendrils that come out of its back, which you see are lashing violently at the air around it.
I know it's really stupid to ask, but am I able to understand its current intentions?
Please roll me psychology.
Man, if only Edward studied a little bit harder in college.
Would all the stuff that we've currently looked up, would that do any bonuses?
Roll with an advantage dice.
That's a D10, right?
Yeah.
69. Or I don't know. I rolled a 5 with a 74.
54. You succeed. So
cool.
You sit there, and you basically see its tendrils lashing. You see it staring. It doesn't appear to be harming you. It merely appears to be observing. It seems content to watch for now. It doesn't appear to be hostile yet.
And
Read it.
so I'm assuming do Ed and Bucky currently see this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you both can look over Bud's shoulder and see it.
Slash around him if you're short.
Edward's gonna go, "We're sorry to intrude. We'll be on our way now."
I turn around, I start stand, I crouch, I stand, I crouch.
You teabag at it.
No, Will.
Not a, so I'm joking. I'm not gonna actually fucking do that.
Not that we would know what teabagging is at this day and age. But yeah, Edward is just going to say what he said and then like turn to leave.
Mm-hmm.
It just stares.
Then from there, Bud just slowly closes the door.
Alrighty. Okay, what do you do?
I mean, I'm just watching because good little child, listened when told not to say or like not to piss off the where did Will go? Where not to piss off the cat thing. So he's just quietly like, I'm not gonna say anything because last time I tried to communicate with the creature, I almost died. So yeah, he's just vibing. Oh,
As you walk away, the lights immediately short out, leaving
Fuck.
you all in complete darkness.
back.
Hundreds of glowing sanguine eyes peer at you from every direction as a soft lullaby taunts your ears. Heavy breathing echoes through the asylum, and an inhuman voice fills the air. Don't get to 3. If you do, just don't breathe. Just don't breathe. Just don't breathe. What would you all like to do?
The 2 yet.
Did we
Hold on,
skip
hold on.
2?
I think we skipped 2.
Can I? Edward was right next to me. Can I reach out to where I knew Edward was just like a second ago?
Yes, you managed to grab his hand.
Edward is going to suck in a breath,
It's
like
just
a
me.
big
It's
one,
just me.
and
It's just me.
no, I know he knows that, but he's going to suck in a breath and hold his breath.
Okay.
Yep, I do the same.
I'll copy that.
Alrighty.
I'm chewing something. Hold on.
Alrighty.
Let's see how long I can do it for.
You all hold your breaths. All of you please roll me against your constitution.
Oh boy.
What
This
number would that be?
your
That
constitution
would be
score.
a 60.
Mine's
I could
also
do
a
that.
60. 41 out of 60.
69.
Uh-oh.
I dipped it.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Is this a forcible roll?
Yes.
21.
Good. We're all good.
Ooh.
Alrighty.
Again? Holy shit.
You all hold your breaths softly, quietly. None of you make a sound. None of you speak. None of you scream. And the world begins to fade. The world around you vanishes. You all feel as if you're falling. Bucky, your grip on Edward's hand loosens. Edward, you feel Bucky's hand in turn fall away. All of a sudden, as you look around, all each of you see are thousands upon thousands of bright red eyes staring. Tendrils reaching towards your bodies, quietly and softly. What would you all like to do? We'll go down the list. Gabe, what's Edward's immediate reaction to this?
Well, seeing as he's still holding his breath, he is going to remain frozen in fear.
Bucky?
You know how you can squeak without like letting any air out?
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna like, this is freaky. Squeak like try to scream, knows he can't let any air out, so he's just gonna like scream, and which becomes a squeak, and just like try to get away from everything, which leads to him basically doing the same thing, being frozen in fear.
Bud?
Bud is going to go, and as it goes, as all the tendrils are starting to approach, are they actually wrapped around him or they're approaching?
They are approaching.
And by the time that one of them does that, what Bud does is he goes, he breathes.
Ready. As you all continue to fall through the seemingly endless void, something becomes visible in front of all you. Where the eyes used to be, you see you're falling past a building. You fall past 1 story, 2 stories. And below you, you see the ground. You hear the honking of cars. All of you, you may take exactly 1 action before, seemingly, you smash into the concrete below. Edward, what would you like to do?
Can Edward see anyone near him?
You cannot see anyone. All you see is that you're falling in front of a building in a void full of eyeballs and you're about to hit a concrete floor. Falling at pretty much terminal velocity.
Edward, well, he's going to let out his the air in his chest. He's going to quickly breathe, and he's going to spread himself out so he takes less from the impact as he like looks up at the eyes and he goes, well, it was nice while it lasted.
Bucky.
Yeah?
What would you like to do? You have roughly 5 seconds before you hit the ground.
He's seen squirrels jump out of high places, so he knows that a squirrel will normally extend its body trying to create, well, drag, but he doesn't know what the word is, before
Bigger
landing.
surface area?
Yeah, bigger surface area.
That's
Before
what Edward's doing.
landing. But he also breathes, by the way. He's thinking that if he does this, maybe at the last minute he can tuck into a roll.
Alrighty.
So he's gonna whisper under his breath, God, I hope this is fake.
Bud, what would you like to do?
As he's falling, he's just trying to like. Is he able to like see like reflections of the windows of the building, of like
Yes.
mirrors? As he's falling, he's gonna see various different images of himself. One when he was young, when he got knocked on his ass by the bullies. He sees himself again as he got knocked down by one of his parents. And then recently, when he got knocked down in a recent brawl with rival gangs. And let's see. Can I have like about like 10 seconds to think of
Yes.
what I want to say?
And then you're doing your scary voice.
Scary
He
voice.
learns the Dungeon Master. He learns the Dungeon Master. Of course he is.
Even though I'm falling, is it like or like we hear the wind blowing to the point we can't actually talk?
You can talk, however, you're only gonna be able to hear your own voice through the vibrations that would carry through your ears.
Mm-hmm. So as it happens, Bud's just gonna go. Bud's gonna go as he's falling. He's gonna go. Is that why I'm here? Am I just currently just stuck in this this weird place, stuck here until I see the error of my ways, until I repent? Well, you're gonna have to wait a very long time because I don't regret a damn thing. As he opens up his arms, almost as if he's ready to hug the ground.
Alrighty. Give me 1 second. I need to find this. As you all do your each individual thing, Bud, as you scream into the abyss, Edward, as you reminisce and reflect on your life, Bucky, as you act in fear and adrenaline, you all hit the ground. You feel your bones shatter, you feel your bodies break, and you feel your vision almost fade to black as the eyes twinkle around you, as the tendrils grab what's left of your bodies. And you hear a voice. Not your own, not the whisper, but a very clear voice. I was falling. No one cared. No one bat an eye. No one heard, except for the people on the street who barely believed their eyes. No one watched. Until I hit the ground like you did. Sirens, phone booths, all of it in aftermath. All they did was bend, twist, rend. All I wanted was to end it. Much like you here, all I did was suffer. All I did was accumulate more and more scars on my already broken body. No one was there. Not like you for each other. Not like you. Somehow, you persevered. Somehow. And I envy you. You realized. You persevered, and you did what I never could. Despite all odds, you've lived. Who am I to take that from you? I would be no better than them. And if there's one thing I want to be, it's better than them. Vivis. As the last word echoes through all your heads, you feel your visions fade to black. Nothing. Nothing at all. Until you're all met with the honking of car horns, the screaming of pedestrians, and a bright light. A bright, warm light. Sunlight, to be exact. As all your visions clear, you realize you find yourselves laying, alone, injured, but alive, on a sidewalk. The Golden Gate Bridge with an eyesight. You're alive. Seemingly, you're out. I'm going to go down the list. What would Edward be thinking right now?
He accidentally, since he was staring up when he was falling, he stares up again. He goes, "Ah, shit!" As he like stares directly into the sun for a second, he goes, "Wait, what?" And he like looks up at the sky and he goes, "Holy!" And then he almost like blinks for a second. He goes, "Bucky, Bud." As he like furiously looks around for them, as he like uses the floor to like stand up on his feet.
You notice
like
they
push
sit
himself
beside.
up.
You notice they all are waking up beside you. Bucky, what would you like to do?
Sorry, I was looking at theater stuff. So I'm awake.
You're awake, seemingly in the real world.
And just heard Edward next to me. Same. I'm gonna look up at where I'm assuming Edward is, based on
Yeah, Edward just like stood
hearing.
up.
Look at him and then look. Am I in between them, or like where's Bud in all this?
You're between them, effectively.
I'm between them. Look at Edward, quickly look around, notice Bud, look back at Edward. Dad?
Yeah.
Hey, kiddo.
Are we out?
We've had glimpses before.
I think so.
I don't know just yet.
Too easy.
And then from there, Bud just like kind of like the exhausted, like like how when someone's really exhausted, where they just like slump as they sit down.
Mhm.
I just fall down to my behind, and I just rest my upper body on my two outstretched arms as I look toward the sky. It's almost real.
Almost.
Can't be too certain.
Here. Is there a phone booth anywhere nearby that we can see, Loon?
Or do we see
Yes.
people?
You see people all around you. You see a couple are looking at you strangely. You see there are a couple people like looking at you as if they'd seen ghosts.
Edward will stand up, dust himself off, and he's going to look towards all the people looking, and he goes, "Quit staring, you freaks!"
You see them kind of like quickly like basically shudder and basically run away and scatter.
Jeez. Edward is gonna go to the closest phone booth. And he's going to rummage through his things to see if he can find a quarter or like whatever amount of phone booth in this day and age
Yeah.
uses.
You find enough payment.
Okay. He's going to call his partner, Dick.
You ring, you hear a voice on the other side. Hello?
Dick! Hi. How's
Edward?
it going?
You're alive.
I am alive. How many days has it been since you've last seen me?
You've been gone for years, buddy.
Years? What
It's
year
been
is it?
1928.
Oh, shit. Alright, hold on. Dick, let me explain something real quick. Okay, so this might sound crazy, and I know I'm usually a crazy person, but, so I found myself on this subway, like this underground train, randomly.
Yeah, like the ones in New York.
Like the ones in New York, yes, like those ones. With a couple of randos, and we almost died down there, and we had to make our way out. I don't know how we spent fucking 7 years down there, but it's only been about like 5 days for us.
It's been 7 days actually for you.
7 days, around there. I almost got rended in half.
You what?
Yeah, I almost died. I have a lot of scars now. I almost died. It's fine, Dick.
You sure? You sure you don't need to be admitted?
No, I don't need to be admitted. It just really fucking hurts.
No, I mean
fine.
to a mental hospital, buddy.
Oh, no. It's fine. I don't need one of those. Those are for crazy people. I'm only slightly crazy, Dick. You should know me by now, even though it's been 7 years. You should know me. I'm a little bit crazy to begin with. Not enough to be institutionalized, sure. Where do you work now? I could just prove it to you.
Same place you left. I've been promoted. I pretty much run the branch in the Twin Cities now, Minneapolis, St. Paul.
Wow, congratulations.
Yeah, we were wondering where you went. You just went AWOL one day. Missing without a trace.
That's
Nobody
exactly
could
what
find
happened. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what just happened. And now I'm here, 7 years later. Yeah, I'll just show you. Oh, and also, don't worry about it, but I have a kid now.
How old is this kid?
He like looks outside the phone booth at Bucky and then looks back at the phone. He's like 12. I didn't birth him. He's not mine. I adopted him. You know adoption. You know what adoption is. I adopted.
Of course, I know what adoption. Okay.
Yeah. He was kind of on the streets before the whole train incident, kind of trauma bonded, all that good stuff.
Okay. That's a lot to take in. I mean, if you want to come visit, I could probably arrange something.
I do still need a job since I've been missing for a long time, so if you'll still have me, I'll happily work for you again if you have any positions open.
I mean, we probably do. I can check for you, see if there's any entry-level stuff, since I'm assuming you didn't get any experience for your resume while you were on this magical train?
Not at all. Sorry if it sounds a little hard to believe here, Dick.
Incredibly.
It's just been a wild 7 days, you know. I'll explain it a little bit better in person, but I need to grab these two idiots and take them over with me because they'll also be able to help me. Because you know, three crazy people obviously is a great idea.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. So I'll see you soon then, Dick.
Alrighty,
Hope you
Edward.
missed me.
I mean, I kind of did.
I'm glad you did. I missed you too. It's been a wild 7 days.
Years.
Years for you. I can assure you I look exactly the same.
Not a day over 26.
I'm 24.
It's been a while, okay?
I know. Yeah, there's not much different about me. My hair's still the same. My coat's kind of a mess. My shirt's kind of, in half. Oh, I'm a little bit covered in blood, but that's because I lost a lot of it.
You sure you don't need to go to a hospital? Of
No.
either kind?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Well, I mean, my new kid might. He kind of got his arm's kind of a little bit mangled.
I thought you liked that kind of stuff.
Oh, I do. I do. I do. She's not my kid. I do like that kind of stuff, though. You're right, Dick.
Fair enough. Oh yeah, you remember Linda?
I do remember Linda.
Well, while you were gone, we got married.
Oh, congratulations. That's so sad. I wasn't able to be there for your wedding. That's wonderful. I'm so
know.
happy for you.
I was trying to contact you, but no matter where I called, no one heard about you. So, you know, I guess we could have like a hooray, Edward's back around and maybe only a little bit more crazy party.
Hooray. You have any kids yet?
Nah, it's only been a recent development, you know, with finances and stuff. We just barely got a house.
Ooh, congratulations. Houses are expensive.
Well, I'll cut the small talk. Sounds like you got places to be.
Oh yeah, where you are. I'll be there. I still have enough money for a taxi. I'll find my way there.
Alrighty. See you around.
See you around, Dick.
Alrighty. So you hear like a click.
He puts the phone down and he goes, it's been so nice hearing his voice again. He like leaves the phone booth and he like walks over to the two of them and goes, yeah, it's been 7 years.
Huh?
Only?
We've been in there for 7 years.
A week.
I'm aware. We've been in here for 7 years. My partner just climbed the ladder, like the hierarchy, and is now married. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, we're gonna go see him now. We have a lot to be filled in on.
Huh?
We're gonna meet my partner from when I was an investigator, Dick Dickens.
Dick Dickens.
I was using the word Tracy. But it's just gonna go, well, I don't know about you, but I'm not really in the mood to go talk to cops.
Not like they know what you do. It's been 7 years, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're bad.
Might as well. We'll get more information on, you know. It's been a while. I also need a new job, seeing as it's been 7 years.
And what city are we in right now?
San Francisco. Pretty much right where you left.
Cool. Edward's gonna try and hail a taxi.
At this point, it's more like at this point, Budge is more concerned about Bucky getting medical treatment more than going to go talk to the cops. So, yeah, let's go find my doctor.
Does Edward know the area, perchance?
Yeah, you've been here around here enough. You were here on commission for a while, so you'd know where the closest hospital is.
All right, where is the closest hospital? Is it in walkable distance?
Walkable by the standards of how much you guys have been walking recently, yeah.
How much money does Edward have? Let me check how much money Edward has. I don't think I wrote down how much money Edward has.
You'd have enough to call a taxi.
How many taxis?
You'd have enough to get to the hospital, okay?
Just to the hospital?
You could probably buy train tickets for transcontinental or trans-American travel later.
Cool. Yeah, let's go. Let's do that. So Edward's gonna hail a taxi. Hospital it is.
Alrighty.
No, doctors.
No, it's fine. You need medical attention. I need medical attention. It'll be fine. I'll hold your hand the entire time.
No.
Yes. 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 Because
No.
unfortunately, me and Bud are not the best at medical attention, like a doctor. So we have to get that checked out.
I'm fine.
No, you're not. Look at your arm.
They'll
It'll
probably
be fine.
they'll probably give you that newfangled that newfangled painkiller called heroin.
They've probably developed a new one in these past 7 years we've been gone for. Anyway, taxi.
Taxi. So you hail a taxi, and as you all are, in the taxi, probably not talking about what just happened as to not make the taxi driver think you're absolutely fucking batshit. You all kind of get some time to think. What would Edward be thinking about?
Edward's thinking about, oh shit, I don't have a job anymore. What the fuck happened to my apartment? Oh no. Just like freaking out a little bit about like the implications of being gone for 7 whole years.
Well, not aging a day. Well, 7 days. You age 7 days.
I aged 7 days, but that's still like not barely aging at all. Yep.
What would Bucky be thinking about?
Well, I mean, he doesn't like doctors. Worse. He doesn't like doctors, and when he is not happy or not comfortable with something, he is cuddly. So he is being very cuddly right now. Thought-wise, sort of just processing that it's been 7 years.
But Bud is just going to be like having his arm rest on your shoulder as you're basically like a scared kitten.
Processing that's been 7 years, and that is going to lead him to think about some memories of when he was on the streets with Joey.
Alrighty. Bud, what would you be thinking about?
It's not like as if he had much of a life to leave. At this point, Bud is just more, but he is a little bit irritated how time got taken away from him, and now he's just he notices Bucky's uncomfortable, so he basically grabs him and he pulls him close, and then from there, Bud just exhales and he just takes a nap.
Alrighty. So as you're on your, trip to the hospital, you'll get some time to think. Bud takes a nap. Edward is stressing about his job. Bucky is stressing about having to go to the doctor. You all calm down. You all take a second to breathe. And as the taxi drives off towards the hospital, you all know you have some residual business. And we'll handle that next time. But for now, you've lived. You're out.
Viz.
We did it.
You did not die.
We did it. We survived. I didn't even have to think about a backup character. Yippee!
I'll let you ponder what that ending monologue is all about and what that ending scene was all about. Because it does have a meaning.
Great.
But no, we killed the guy he couldn't kill.
No.
We fucked with the guy.
You mean the conductor's last monologue?
I mean the conductor's last monologue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Technically, what I just DC'd Vexera. Technically, what I put in chat is the TLDR version. There were some extra lines that were added there that I had noted down, but that's the copy-pasted version of exactly what I had written.
In roleplay or Gen?
In roleplay.
Roleplay.
Bye, recording.
Bye, recording.
Recording.
Thing.